sort of kill a bunch of time playing Jackbox, but we can get a little D&D in. Let's do it.
Uh, Last we left off, um, you guys had fought with a hag and a couple of strange dragon things, as well as a large scythe-wielding creature, um, who you dusted most of them. Witch got away again because etherealness is a bitch, and then you guys headed up to the front lines where you had a brief discussion, and they essentially just kind of sent you on your way. They didn't have a ton of information for you about the the goals and objectives of this band of reptilian invaders, but they do know a couple of their hideouts, which you guys were uh, kind of informed of and marked on your map. And one of those hideouts happens to be Vollenden, which is important to two of you, Iskar, because that's where you dropped off many young kobolds a little over a decade ago, and also Nox, who unfortunately is not here. Uh, After that, you guys went and fought a couple of lizardfolk and kobolds, tried to be diplomatic, didn't kind of worked for a little bit, but you guys had your fight and were able to keep most of them alive. And basically, right after that, that's kind of where we left off. You guys continued on your way with one of the kobolds in tow as a prisoner of sorts. Uh, you, you have her currently tied up and gagged because she is definitely not trustworthy,
She likes
and also is very loud.
Hell yeah, and we're heading to Valenvin to see what that looks like before we continue the rest of the way to the camp.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys continue to head off, kind of dragging your wagon in tow up through the mountains. Uh, as you're traveling, you guys come across what appears to be a fairly large building, um, or it's not really a building, but some kind of like a shack type structure uh, that's just kind of off the side of the road, maybe 15, 20 feet off the road. Uh,
We haven't
and
had a short yet, right?
there's a
That's
pair of large hooks hanging from the side of it.
Ooh.
hooks. Yeah. Also, we haven't had a short rest since the fight, right?
What is large hook?
Yeah. Are we talking like meat
Uh,
hooks or
like
fishing
a
hooks?
big meat hook.
Ah,
Does the building, you said it was like a shack of some sort?
Yeah, like it's about the size of just like a little like maybe twice the size of like an outhouse or something, maybe a little bit more than that. It's a bit more squat, uh, but it's also very nice. Like a structure of this size, you would kind of expect it to just be like a little like cobbled together shanty for possibly getting out of the rain or something. But this looks very well kept comparatively. Um, and
it's a
like
smokehouse.
it's made of very nice materials, and yeah, there's just something that's like very um, like well constructed about it.
And it's just this building. This isn't like attached to a bunch of other buildings. It's like just a lone building on the path.
Yeah, it's just like a little shack. It's about 20 feet off the path. It's very obvious and apparent. Um, and, yeah, and then there's a couple of hooks that are kind of hanging off the side of it. Um, you can see some tracks where people have like walked off the path, to it, though it doesn't appear that there's been any recent traffic. Uh,
So
I want to run up and knock on the door.
this definitely isn't like a smokehouse because it's not built out of like concrete block and like very sketchy on the edge of the highway kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah, that's the big thing for me. Is like, why is this lone building just sitting on the highway here?
There's
mean-
also no door. It's
Oh.
just like an open archway that goes into a small, maybe like 5 foot wide by maybe 8 feet deep at most.
Yeah, it looks like
It's
Iskar's running over to knock on the
a little
door.
generous.
There is no door.
I'm glad
Yeah,
to do
no
it.
door, just an archway that looks into this empty.
Which is good
Empty
for us.
room.
We can peek inside.
Yeah, I'm curious as shit. I'll join.
Poke your heads in. Building's actually probably the interior is probably only about 4 feet wide, maybe 6 feet deep. Nothing inside. It's just like a stone or concrete floor.
Cricket, wipe your feet. This is my house now.
There's there's some hay that's been kind of pushed around, kind of coating the floor.
It's covering a secret door, for sure.
Yeah, I'll take a close look. I'm like trying to figure out what the purpose of this building is, if there's more to it than meets the eye. This is very unusual.
Sure. You can give me an investigation check. Yeah, you kind of search the floor. Floor appears to be completely made of stone. There's no signs of like a trapdoor or anything beyond this building. The hooks appear to be slightly old. They're treated, so they haven't like rusted heavily or anything. But there is signs that of like possibly old blood.
Oh,
Not like a ton. It doesn't look like, this is an axe murderer's shack or something. And it's just kind of like along the side of the shack, there's just clear signs of like tiny bit of blood on the hooks in the side of the building where they would have hung possibly meat or something.
I'll taste it. See if it's human blood.
You can give me a medicine check.
Are you sure that's safe? Oh, jeez.
It's there's definitely a little bit of blood here. You can't really tell what from.
Okay, this is weird. What in the world is just this lone building doing with?
An irrelevant curiosity.
How is it? Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of irrelevant, but like, this is weird, though, right?
Or a serial killer's murder shack.
Who are they murdering? We're in the middle of nowhere.
Human beings.
Okay. Well, I guess we shouldn't, tarry too long. Maybe let's get back to the road.
Wait, let's look for clues one more time.
I don't know. I've already searched the place really thoroughly.
All right, I'm looking for clues of any kind, anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, you can give me an investigation check.
The perception.
Well, perception would be more for spotting things in the woods.
I keep the dice. I rolled 17. Oh,
Which so you don't find anything in the shack, but you do end up spotting, just kind of out of the corner of your eye, one of the trees kind of shift a little bit unnaturally, towards your cart.
Tree enemies!
Trinities! Wait, where?
Run for your lives! I'm gonna point it out.
Oh shit.
Unless I have forest madness, that tree is alive.
I'll kind of look that way and see if I can see it.
I think
Alright,
all trees
we-
are always alive.
Give me a perception check, Cricket. That's just a tree
Hey,
kind of
Scar,
blowing in the wind.
I think that you might have surface madness or forest madness.
Impossible. But no, very likely.
Have you been smoking?
No, not recently.
Oh, well, you should do that. You're going to go mad.
Maybe you're right.
All right, I'll keep an eye that direction as we continue on.
Yeah, mark Meat Hook house on the map.
I wonder if it's like a roadside vendor, and they bring their wares out from their farm off in the idyllic countryside, and they set up a smoke shack, and they hang it on those hooks and sell it to passersby like a lemonade stand, but for smoked and butchered meats.
A meat stand.
A highway meat stand.
The raise hand function isn't working. Let's try. It's still not working. Weird.
It's broken.
Bro.
You might have to reset
What's
the
up,
API.
Zach?
You might have to reset the API sandbox if they did like a big update or anything.
I don't know how to do that. I'll do it later.
Okay. You in the interim fact, you should be able to just select a token and roll initiative, and
Yeah.
that'll effectively do the same thing, sort of ish.
Alright, Dak. What would you like to do?
Right. So this structure here, do I know what it's for? And if I don't,
Um,
are there any like urban legends from the countryside that I know about this sort of thing?
you could make an intelligence check if you want to, tie a specific set of knowledge to it. You can roll either like history or arcana, religion,
Sure.
nature, medicine, etc. Whatever you feel is appropriate. If you don't want to just do a flat intelligence,
Sure.
bear in mind that whatever you choose, you'll get different information potentially or no information.
Makes sense. I'll make a we'll say a history check. It's basically just an in check for me. The 21. Forgot the guidance. 24.
So sometimes little shacks and huts like this will get like pop up along major roads, particularly areas where there's like kind of long stretches and potentially like volatile weather, so that people, if they get caught out in a storm, they can kind of seek some shelter for a little bit. They typically are pretty like crudely constructed. They're just to get a roof over your head. This thing appears very like there's a lot more care that's been put into it, and you don't think that the area around here is mountains with a lot of forested areas. Like there's plenty of cover. You don't need it to get out of like bad weather. There's plenty of places you could hole up. So yeah, it's a little strange. It almost feels like like a shrine of some sort, but you don't see any like religious effects or symbols on it, which is weird.
Hmm. So I explain what I think to everyone. Then I say, I suppose we should just leave it for now.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. Does it look like recent construction?
Uh, it's definitely not recent, but it looks like it's been maintained semi recently.
Sure. Okay. Curious if it was like I don't know, a lizard folk thing. Like maybe they have pop-up shelters or storehouses or something that's like, deliver goods to the front lines, but there's nothing in it. And it looks like it's been around for a while, so I don't know what to make of it. Anyway, let's just be cautious. Moving on.
Yes. Continue on for a little bit. Um, Iskar and I think Iskar, Cole, and Tough. Every once in a while, you guys notice a tree or two shift a little bit unnaturally, kind of as you guys are riding past.
Yep, that's the madness.
I'm still not seeing it. What are you guys seeing?
Dancing tree creatures.
I would not say they were dancing, but they're kind of shifting a little bit, going against the wind,
Judging us.
judging us.
Well, no, I mean, hey, I get it. I believe you. I'm sure you're seeing things, but I'm just not seeing it.
Do you believe that we are seeing things, or you believe what is?
I believe that you're seeing things.
So then you don't believe us.
I
He's a fool.
Ah,
Well, you're the one that called the madness.
all I'm saying is that maybe we should be very careful.
No, of course. I'm not trying to discount you. I see things all the time, and they're important. You got to pay attention to them. We'll be safe.
Trees move sometimes. They do that.
Wait, what?
Ever heard of trance?
I mean, yeah, but that's not all trees.
Not all of them, just like 3 or 4, maybe. You just gotta leave them be. It's all part of nature and their territory.
All right, we'll carry on cautiously.
Keep an eye out.
You guys continue following along the path. Iskar still leading the way pretty expertly up through the mountains. It's- About an hour goes by, and then you guys, again, Iskar, Tough, and Cole all notice, again, like 40, 50 feet off the path, kind of down a slope, there's another one of these, like, little huts.
We were
Ain't
missing
that
something.
fishy?
Do we see any more moving trees? Because I have to pee, and I feel like if I pee on the moving tree, it'll get mad.
Try a bush.
What if the bush has to move?
Well, make sure it doesn't move.
Like, do I kick it first?
Just try talking to it first.
Try saying excuse me.
Okay. Excuse me, bush. If you're alive, I need you to move, because otherwise you're going to get peed on.
Kind of rustles for a minute, and a little rabbit scurries off.
Well, I'm glad it moved. I didn't want to pee on the bunny.
Those are good food.
Not if you pee on it.
It washes off.
Gross.
I'd rather not eat it anyway, if I pee on it.
Are we
Okay, I'm
seeing,
good.
Are we seeing the trees legit move? Or...
Yeah, every once in a while, three of you will notice like just a branch will kind of like sag or shift a little bit like against the wind.
It's that invisible witch following us through the trees.
Certainly possible. Do you see anything, Drew?
Not currently, but now that it's been mentioned, Daru's paranoia is gonna definitely agree with that, and I'm gonna cast See Invisibility. Do I see that damn witch again?
You do not see the witch.
Okay, good.
Thank God.
I should know this by now. How many spell points is a second level spell?
3.
3.
Okay, that's what I thought. Still
Also
got 53.
because you were away, you got I think 3 short rests at least.
Oh damn.
Less.
Then yeah,
so,
I'd be at like max.
Yeah, last session we had 6 short rests and a long rest.
Oh damn.
We went from Sunday to Sunday.
And I rolled garbage on random encounters. So
Does it seem like the branches like bounce, like someone's jumping off of them, or like maybe someone might be hiding on a branch?
no, it's definitely it almost looks like oh, sorry, one sec.
One of us should inspect the trees.
I was going to say, somebody should check this out.
That
And
is
by
not
that I
an
mean,
expert on trees.
we should all probably check it out together in case they are treants.
I don't know if I've ever seen treants in this area.
What language do these 3 people speak?
Snake alarm. Imagine Sylvan. I never spoke to one before.
Oh, oops! I probably should have spoken not common then. Whoops.
It's okay. Being bilingual is a little hard.
I mean, it's easier than speaking common all the time.
You speak Sylvan easier than Common?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. How you say hello in Sylvan?
Deckard, I'm not good at teaching.
That's fair.
Because I don't think you can just bullshit your way through it like we do with Orcish over in Crosswinds.
Gonna make up weird fairy language on this phone. Just say hola.
Sylvan's just Spanish. I could.
Maybe.
It depends on what time of day.
Oh. Well, that's
In the
different.
morning you say Ohio, in afternoon you say Konbanwa, and then you say wait, that's evening. I don't know. God, this was like 2 years ago. I could have bullshitted my way through some Sylvan sentences that are actually just Japanese, but I couldn't now.
Just order a curry on the menu. Japanese. And just tell Thackeray, this is how you say hello and good morning.
My brain is wired weird for language. Sometimes when I was trying to think of like the Japanese word for something, I'd think of the Spanish word for it before I could think of the Japanese word, and then like my brain was convinced it was the Japanese word, but it's not.
Oh, no.
Like I can't remember how to say "where's the bathroom" in Japanese because I immediately think of the Spanish for it, and now I'd have to like sit here and actually think about it. And oh wait, it's because toilet is the word for bathroom, but it's like toilet, and I hate it.
Oh, do they actually have toilet? That's the word for bathroom.
Yeah, I'm sure there's another word that's like not the English word, but like
Anime, it's usually they
we
just say
learned
toilet.
the
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's the word they use now, like commonly.
Shouldn't be using anime as an example for Japanese, but you know what? It's the only one.
I mean, to be fair, they use language that's common in
Yeah.
Japanese in the anime, so it's not an awful way to learn the language.
I guess it depends on the anime. If I
Yeah.
go and like watch Inuyasha and
Oh God, don't do that, please. I have no idea how regional dialects work in Japanese, so I don't even want to try.
I know the difference. There's a difference in Kansai and um everything else. I don't know if there's more than
I know
Kansai and Ray.
Hokkaido has like they use different words, and like whenever they translate it in anime, they always make it sound like they're Hicks or something. And I don't
Yeah.
even know like
It's either a hick or someone from the ghetto, and I don't know why. I
Yeah.
remember reading the subtitles for Bleach, and a character there has apparently a Kansai accent, and they just made him sound like he's from the ghetto. Like they translate everything he says. So it's weird because this Japanese guy saying "yo fu" in a like spirit realm. It doesn't fit. It does not.
I'm back.
Welcome.
Hi,
Welcome
you were
back.
leaving.
We missed you.
Sorry about that. My mom came to pick up some like bug zappers for my grandma.
Oh. We've decided
Uh,
that Sylvan is just Japanese.
Excellent. Right. So tough. The trees seem to be moving on their own. It doesn't look like there's some external force that's making them move.
Got you.
I think we've decided to get to the bottom of this by having somebody like climb around in the trees.
Oh man, what's happening? What's hitting us? Are we dead?
Uh,
Fine.
We're gonna go check out the trees.
Ooh.
We should probably stick together just in case.
I should stay with the cart.
Should probably be someone with a climb speed.
I can do it.
Why would you climb a tree that we're
Well, I'm
thinking is that?
not gonna climb it at first. We should go check it out.
Do you think we should try talking to them first?
I mean,
Talk to trees?
sure.
I mean, I've talked to rocks before.
Good point.
Hello,
Uh,
tree. Hello.
I'm going to call out in primordial. Hello? Are any of you trees more alive than usual?
Just the regular amount of alive.
I mean, the plants are alive.
Just the regular amount of alive.
Probably a weird question for a revenant to be asking, but
That's ridiculous. Trees are not alive.
what do you think they grow?
Are vines alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
dude, I've seen a plant, a little potted plant, and when nobody was looking, it would just like get up and move around.
So you saw it while it was when no one was looking. Like, how does that work?
Well, when I was just looking,
You
One
know,
of the trees bends kind of at the middle,
ooh,
kind of into a circle, and leans down.
oh, hi.
Like leaning toward me?
Yeah.
Hi, do you speak Japanese? I mean Sylvan too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like-
See this big, like, it's kind of the top of the tree where all of the branches kind of fork out. And there's little bushels of leaves at the end of each branch. And like, kind of in that center portion where all the branches kind of sprout from, you see open up what appears to be a large beak that suddenly lashes out towards you.
Ooh,
I hate it.
whoop.
A beak.
It's a tree mimic. It's a trimic.
Ooh.
ooh.
Oh no, the room without a rock. Oh, did roll 19.
It does 19 points of piercing damage, and you're grappled in this thing, and it rears
Like
back up.
fuck I am. I'm going to take the damage. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any way to not take the damage. Actually, you know what? I am gonna use one of my warding flares. So he has to attack at disadvantage, and if he does still hit, we'll do a different thing. Ha! It's a miss. Bad tree, bad.
Well, the trees are alive.
This one has a beak.
And for long, it does not.
Can I? What's the wording on your warding flare for reasons?
Oh, when you choose this domain at first level, blah 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 blah. When you are attacked by a creature within 30 feet of you that you can see, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll, causing light to flare before the attacker, before it hits or misses. An attacker that can't be blinded is immune to this feature.
It's immune to blind.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, doesn't have eyes.
Oh no!
So it still hits. What's your other thing?
My other thing, I'm going to turn into a Capri Sun commercial,
No.
and I'm going to. Oh wait, that's okay. That's so I have two different ways to do this. I think one of them is a reaction though, and the other one is like a movement option. So I'd probably just stuck if I already had to use my reaction to try the warding flare. But if you'll like be merciful enough to like be like, hey, I can tell this thing doesn't have eyes, then I might not try it. I don't know. That's up to you. I might be grappled.
Oh hell no, you're grappled.
Okay.
My friend.
That's
Alright.
fine.
I assume we all draw weapons and try to stab this
Yeah.
beak creature.
Simmons, burn the forest.
Not the whole forest.
I don't think it's a
Are you
tree. I
sure?
think it's hiding in the tree.
Well,
All right. Who would have been next to Daru?
I mean, Scar
Probably
and,
me.
Scar and Cricket were over there. I mean, I think we're all
I
over
was trying
there.
to talk to the tree too.
Gonna say, I'm pretty sure we're all over there.
All right, then I'm gonna just roll a d6. All right, Zach.
Yes. Specifically, Thack said he was lagging behind.
Yeah, he
All
did
right,
say he was
Simmons.
waiting at the cart.
Simmons. Does 26
Okay.
hit you?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think
I need you to make a strength saving throw. I hope to God 26 hits
it
you.
does.
Hey, real quick, do you want me to reroll initiative? I kind of pre-rolled it in case we got in a fight.
It's one enemy. I'm just gonna have you
Okay.
guys go in a
Yeah.
group after this. God damn it.
I'll just go last. Just say
My
I'm from-
-1 modifier.
Alright. Well, Simmons, you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing kind of rears back with Daru in its mouth. A couple of the branches kind of lash out, smacking you, but you don't get knocked prone.
Ow.
Stop using me as a weapon!
Yeah, that's kind of all. Huh, interesting. Sure, why not? After it rears back, the roots of the tree start to dig and churn at the earth, and this thing starts to burrow underneath the ground,
Nope, 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 nope.
dragging Daru down with it. Those of you who are next to it can try and take some attacks of opportunity if you want.
Oh, 100%.
Please, God, help me.
Simmons is dead. He's been killed.
What?
What?
I'm good.
Okay. I can't see shit. It's daytime.
Go leaps into action.
Here, I help. Oh, it's daytime?
So hang on,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna do some shit. Assuming that a 24
Oh.
hits.
24 does hit.
Okay. Hold on.
I was gonna say he might stun it for
Yeah.
all of us.
Oh, okay,
Like-
sure. We're just queuing stuff up. You do you. Get him.
Ooh.
Oof.
Oh.
Just
I think that was against a stun, right?
I think so. It's the second one for prone.
yeah, that was against the stun.
Ooh, it's prone.
Sick. Now we might not have enough movement to get all the way under.
Enjoy advantage today.
But yeah, more importantly, that means advantage on all this shit.
Yeah, it is not immune to prone, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, actually, I cannot do cantrips as a reaction, so it's just going to be this instead.
Or damage.
Oh, wait, that's a bonus action.
Uh, 16 misses, unfortunately. Just kind of plinks off of the barky exterior.
You're lucky I didn't have 2 seconds to turn on this fire stick.
Unfortunately, with the rest of its movement, it's gonna have to get up and continue to kind of burrow itself. It can only move 15 feet, which is basically enough to just reveal the upper branches and Daru kind of caught in them.
Oh, hello.
Oh, excellent.
All right, now we'll do one of these. Oh no, miss.
15 misses.
Yeah, if we're on turn time.
Yeah, turn time. You guys can do what you wish.
Okay.
Me next, me next.
I'll go last again.
I would like to get out of this tree, please. Do you mind if I take my turn first?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. I'll just wait.
Oh wait, if I catch the tree on fire while you're in it, that could be bad. Never mind.
Don't mind me. I'm just, doing a sweet flip kick, paused in midair.
It's very cool.
If
It's
only
very,
there-
it's very cool, but I have to come down at some point in the next 6 seconds.
We'll be fine.
Gravity madness.
I'm going to grasp it.
Firmly grasp it.
Grab a branch and shock it for
Yeah.
11 points of
11.
thunder. Lightning damage, yeah. And it can't take reactions. Oh, it's also stunned, so I'm just gonna kind of climb
Not
down
stunned,
out of
it
the
is
tree.
it's not stunned.
Oh, okay.
Those are the same, but
Well, it can't take reactions, so yeah, I'm gonna get out of this tree now. Or am I still grappled?
you're still grappled. Take some
Okay.
attack, though.
Then I'm going to use one of my charges on my armor to turn into a Capri Sun commercial.
Excellent.
Let me read that real quick. Slippery Scale Mail. Your armor has 3 charges. When you move, you can expend 1 charge to turn into a liquid form until the end of your turn, allowing you to squeeze through spaces at least 1 inch in diameter. When you expend a charge, you also gain immunity to the grapple and restrained conditions. If you end your turn in a space that can't contain your form, you take 4d10 force damage and are forced to the nearest unoccupied space.
All right. So you
Yeah, I'm just gonna-
slither your way.
Just gonna water noodle my way out of there. 30 feet away.
Wiggle your way out like, what was it, the T1000?
Yeah, like a Capri Sun commercial.
You're
I like that reference
Pretty
better. I never saw that Terminator.
Never saw a Capri Sun commercial.
You're, you're among the lucky ones, Frisk.
I'll be right back.
Same Terminator.
But yeah, Daru is free. Cole and Simmons, you can fight over who goes next.
Cole can go first. He has better decks anyway, I think.
If only there was a system for this.
The system is me. I'm going first. So I'm gonna just drop down, do some shit. Let me know the first time I hit.
That'll do it.
Boop. Woof.
What's happening?
The sun.
I hear flip kicks.
That hits.
I'm not gonna use another key on that, I think.
All right.
Yeah. So I will kind of circle around and let Simmons get a better view on it.
All right. Simmons, I imagine that you're going to be able to finish this thing off.
It is
Unfortunately,
time.
was not able to get underground fast enough.
You're technically flanking if Cole can move around like that.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Cole can definitely get around it. Oof.
28?
28 for 26, and 27 for 34.
Dead.
Yeah, this thing gets lit up like
Whoosh.
just goes up like kindling, essentially. And you're just left with this smoldering bush half lodged in the ground. And
Oh,
it
that's
appears
bad.
dead.
When everything goes quiet for a bit, can I, like, what the hell is this thing? Can I, like, peer through the bushes? Is there a body in there? What is this?
So, notably, as this thing gets ignited, several other trees burrow underground.
Oh, no. Oh, guys, I think we should move. I think we should go.
Yep.
Time to go.
but I could catch them all on fire.
I don't know if we should start a forest fire today.
They appear to be fleeing.
Oh, see, we're better than nature.
We have fire.
Cole mercilessly taunts them.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Cricket, you could absolutely do like an Arcana check or something if you want.
Never heard of anything. Like some sort of a weird beaked treant or something?
So in the Underdark, there are and just caves in general, there are creatures called Grick, who are these worm-like creatures with beaks
Yeah.
that camouflage against stone. Some of these entities have been manipulated through magic and natural evolution, and have adapted to surface dwelling, and these are called tricks. They are surface dwelling Grick that camouflage as trees.
Oh my god. This is the greatest thing I've ever heard. This is unusual.
Thank you to Jackdraw, who did all the crazy Pokemon and D&D monster fusions for this thing.
Yeah,
that one.
Nice. So Grick are normally subterranean creatures, and they thrive without eyesight. They use blind sense, kind of like a bat or whatever. It's strange to see them above the surface, but you know, life finds a way.
So what, they look like trees, or they are trees?
No, the tree isn't even. I mean, the tree, I guess, is part of it, but like, well, yeah, it did have control over the tree. That's so weird. It's like a plant offshoot, a tree and offshoot of a Grick.
Grick are good eating. Where is there one?
Well,
What's happening?
I think this is it. I think the tree. I think it's a tree Grick. I think it's a treant Grick. Agreeant.
Rick.
We're like standing next to like the still burning, smoldering corpse of this thing, and just
Fascinating.
yeah, fuck. Can we eat it?
We might be
We
able
can bring it back to the smokehouse.
we might be able to eat it. Wait, no. How does this have any? What is this?
That does not.
I don't think it's.
Does it
connected to the
taste like
smokehouse.
broccoli?
I would.
100% not the smokehouse. Have you ever seen the real smokehouse?
Speaking of which, wasn't there another one just up the street?
Yeah, why would they have two barbecue places and within distance of each other? That doesn't really seem that efficient, yes?
Yeah, I'm
Don't
real
judge
confused.
the stupidity of humans.
We should go check out that other one because I'm real confused.
What if they're unconnected and we're just crazy?
I think whoever built these things in the middle of nowhere is crazy. Alright, well, I'm going to try to cut off the beak once this fire goes off. So that I have a trophy from the trick.
So how late is it? What's our time of day?
It's probably around like 4 p.m., 4:30.
If we've been driving all day, Cole's probably going to suggest we at least try to seek some sort of shelter, and he's been kind of guiding people or guiding us to stay where there are people instead of just out in the middle of nowhere. So
Maybe we can set up
Sounds
camp
good.
right next to this.
let's check out this creepy meat hook hand man card door.
Yeah. Iskar, do you sense any magic in this area?
Let's take a look. Maybe not.
Take a look. Outside of just the standard items that you kind of carry and expect everybody to be carrying, don't sense any magic. At least not coming from like the shack or anything nearby.
No.
Okay. That's good at least.
Alright, we'll start setting up camp. Probably a good 50, 100 feet away from this shack.
What does it mean if there's an invisible eyeball following around?
It's probably scrying. Or it could be arcane eye. If it's arcane eye, that's a much more serious deal. Why, is there one following you around?
No, I'm just trying to make you paranoid.
Well, I'm already there, but I appreciate it.
Colt like slowly puts his gun back in its holster.
Let's figure out dinner.
All right. I assume you guys are just kind of taking a standard watch around
Yep. Yeah, most likely.
We did not burn the forest because the forests were tricks. Gricks. Tree gricks.
Trick feels dirty. Trick feels
They
like
all ran away.
Does.
I
I'm
feel
not
like-
really a big fan of it.
I feel like I shouldn't be saying it.
A trick trophy is called a tricky.
I think it might be because of the crick thing from Critical Role.
But you're Craig.
I'm crick. Oh, sweet merciful Monday night. Do I have... Or I guess it was Sunday night. I have all my mana. What the shit?
Short rest.
Yeah, you guys got a short rest, and the next morning comes.
Alright, there were no, like, weird signs of activity at that thing? Nobody passed by?
Nope.
Weird. Well, before we take off, I do at least want to, like, go take a look at it, see if it looks like the other one, if there's anything inside of it, any new hints as to its purpose.
Sure. I guess you can give me another investigation check on it. It's very similar to the other one that you found. Kind of a similar state. There's hay on kind of a concrete stone floor. There's a couple of hooks on the outside. Again, with a little bit of blood, nothing like fairly old at this point. And just kind of like, it's not even really that there's still blood on it. It's just that it's stained a little bit from it. So there's definitely like meat hanging from these hooks at some point.
Sure.
Inside, kind of mixed in with some of the hay, though, you come across this almost like what appears to be some bits of fur, but it has this like almost kind of pearlescent, kind of opally quality to it.
Huh.
Unicorn.
Maybe?
These are hunting blinds.
Blinds.
It's a little house that you can build in the woods. And then you hide in the house with your gun. And you shoot things from the house.
Makes
It's
sense.
the laziest way to hunt.
I mean, you build a house before you hunt. I don't think it's like.
Alright, well, I don't find anything terribly interesting there, so I think we should just carry on.
Carry on to sleep. Like this is where we're sleeping, right?
We already did it.
Oh, just kidding.
Yep.
Yeah, let's leave.
Next morning, onwards to Valenvin.
Monday now, right?
Monday morning.
It's been a long rest. We did it.
Hey, say Trixie, thumbs up or thumbs down. Do you know what those buildings are for?
She kind of gives you this like thumb in the middle kind of gesture.
Okay. I'll wait till we have a definite answer. Also, I'll serenade Iskar so we can get an extra d6.
Thank you. Hey.
Hey.
Her thumb immediately goes to upright.
All right. I'll take the gag off for like 5 minutes and let her talk.
Help! Help!
No, back on.
She starts wailing and you immediately gag her again.
Nope. It was worth a shot. Well, we should move quickly, I suppose.
Fell for that real quick.
That's what I get for trying to give people a second chance.
Not known spies.
Yeah, so you guys continue on. I guess whoever is kind of like keeping a lookout can give me a perception check.
Disadvantage on those.
I feel like usually we have tough on watch with whoever wants to help them.
I'll help him.
I too am trained in this. Daru's eyes start looking in separate directions. I see all.
Listen,
Yeah,
we
he's
gotta fix this. We gotta fix this eye situation.
Is there a problem?
Daru, can you see why kids like Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Da.
Incredible.
Like Cole's mother. We can't sleep together if you keep looking different directions.
I don't want to say anything really.
Both
mean.
eyes have to be on me.
That's Cole's only problem. Just like he has to have as many eyes on him as possible.
Do you want me to put the eye patch back on?
Maybe tonight.
Do you want the eye patch on or off?
Off,
Too bad. I miss C-Lab.
Right. The next state of Vanelvin, I guess? Let's see if we get ambushed by witches again.
I think we might be getting ambushed.
Oh, we might be.
Ooh, something fucked up something. Hopefully it's a stealth roll.
I'll be right back, but we're getting fucked.
Alright. Got ourselves a weird situation. So, as you guys are kind of traveling, heading towards Valenvin, getting fairly close at this point, Tuff and Daru, both of you kind of around at the same time, notice a couple of figures stalking through the woods, kind of maybe 50, 60 feet away from you. Just kind of slinking between the trees. and they definitely make eye contact with you.
Oh,
Tough waves.
You see them kind of mutter to themselves a little bit, and then they just start to step back away from you,
Damn, they found us.
slinking back into the woods a bit further.
Oh, I think we have company.
Oh yeah? Who is it?
I think we're being tailed right now. Just slinking back in the woods.
Hmm.
what did they look like?
Pretty sure they had arms, legs. Yay tall.
I was gonna say, were they kobold sized?
Noticed a couple of lizard folk.
We should lay an ambush.
Kind of sounds like that's what they're trying to do. Or maybe they're coming for Trixie.
She did yell help pretty loud a second ago.
Yeah.
We could stage an execution of Trixie. This will lure them out.
Well, we could just execute her.
No, I don't think we should execute Trixie. She's been nice-ish, sort of. Well, not. I'm really ethically opposed to the idea of, like, that.
I mean, if we were going to kill her, we probably should have done so already.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can. It's one thing to kill someone in self-defense. It's another one to take them hostage, torture them for several days, and then execute them. That feels a little shifty to me.
Upon their request.
That's fair. She did ask for the torture. She's not asking for the
really?
execution.
So what matters is consent at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all weird.
In my defense, I did say stage it.
Right, no, I agree. Frankly, though, I think that if we want to lure them out, we can just... Cricket's just going to look towards the tree line and call it in Draconic. Hey, we have your friend. We'd be happy to talk. We think maybe we're on the same side here. We oppose the guild.
There's no response.
Alright, I don't know if they want to play ball. We should definitely make sure we have a watch order tonight, though. I assume they'll probably try to spring when our defenses are down.
I should start preparing Galders again. At least there's some defensible.
Let us be real about something. Why would we wait for them to attack us?
Well, we can certainly try it. I assume they're more familiar with the terrain. We could try to give chase, but I think they'll outrun us and get us separated, and then pick us off one by one.
Don't know how many of them are in there, too.
Yeah, that's a little scary.
We only saw a few.
Well, in that case, we need to keep moving. We should not sit here and expect an attack from them. That seems ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. How far are we from Valentman?
By Iskar's estimate, maybe 2 hours.
Oh my god, let's get to Valentman.
That being said, should we go to Valenbin? They're ruled by Trixie's people.
I think so.
Okay, so how fast are these guys? Like, what do we see these guys on? Like, what
They
do
seem to be just on foot?
Okay, we can outrun them. That, like, we have a caravan and a cart and a covered caravan. Like, we just get back driving, and we run, and that's what we do. We double time this to town or wherever we're going.
Sure, let's do it. Let's go.
But I just made this illusory guillotine.
Too bad.
All right, so you guys are gonna try and bolt.
I think that's the best plan.
Works for me.
I mean, we have horses. They're on foot, or at least as far as we can tell. We don't want to get caught here in the middle of the forest where they know the land and we don't.
The concern is they could already be laying in wait on the path. It's a well-bitten.
I mean, those are our options. We either stay here and fight them and get surrounded, or we run directly into a trap. So,
Yeah, let's go.
All right, you guys start to bolt. Kind of quickly, the slower among you hop into the cart. The quicker among you stay on foot and start to go. These two horses, the wagon.
Y'all want
As-
some steeds?
As you guys are going, you start to hear this strange kind of whispering on just kind of faintly off the wind. It's just and as it comes, suddenly this dense fog starts to roll across the road,
Oh, fuck.
What was
obscuring
that? Speak up.
your view.
Yep.
Does it sound like a spell being cast?
It sounded vaguely spell-like, yes.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic and try to clear that fog and find out what is moving in it.
All right. You throw up a dispel magic, and the whispering continues. And as the fog starts to kind of disperse, as the fog starts to disperse, you suddenly see the rocks and gravel that kind of make up this road start to quiver and shake as large grass sprouts up around you, entangling the cart and the rest of you.
Oh, shit.
Should have stayed somewhere defensible.
We're almost there.
I gave the option and you didn't take it. So, that being said, if Doc's driving, can he
Yeah.
do some crazy fucking vehicle shit?
You can attempt a animal handling check.
Easy, boy. Let's see if we can do this.
You are able to keep the horses from startling, but this thick, dense grass that comes up to about like waist level on Thack,
Ooh,
just
that's a
sprouts
big
up
grass.
in like
I
a
can't see.
200-foot diameter.
That's some big grass. Boop.
Cast dispel magic, and the grass remains.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. That's bad. This isn't a spell.
Burning it all is a bad idea, right?
We're in it, so we probably should
Yes, actually.
Alright.
Okay.
Cricket starts just hacking and slashing, kind of macheting way through this.
All right. As you guys start hacking your way through,
As all this been attack.
Yep.
because the fog was dispersed, several of you guys see up above the tree line start rising these small winged kobolds, all carrying large rocks,
Oh,
which
no.
they begin to fly over top of you
Jesus.
and attempt to start dropping. What do you guys do?
Before they get into range, Go's going to start shooting.
Me
All
too.
right.
Roll initiative?
Yeah. Let's get initiative from you guys.
Cricket,
I'll try with a fucking rock.
Oh, what was that?
I'll try and focus on the grass.
Sounds
You
good.
do whatever. I'm guessing the plan is stave off these kobolds, get rid of the grass, try and keep. I love those pictures.
Thank you.
Is it weird I'm real calm right now? Because I feel I should be panicking.
You're just getting used to it.
It's more of this like weird acceptance, like this might as well happen, yeah.
Well, there are no good high CR flying beasts.
I mean, rocks, I guess.
They're not beasts. They're
The
monstrosities.
beasts, no, or like none. Giant
Welcome
eagles.
to Druid Hell.
Giant eagles, the only thing I could think about. That's not really a high CR.
Yeah, that's only one.
No, it's like a shitty grocery store chain.
Well, I don't know if I have any ranged options, guys.
You do have a gun that has a 15-foot range.
I was gonna say. I've
Don't
got...
great apes have like a ranged attack where they can throw rocks?
Oh, they can
or
throw
something?
rocks. You're totally right.
I have unlimited rocks. You can borrow some of mine.
I'm sure there's rocks around here.
Or trees, you know.
Yeah, I just need like anything I can pick up and huck.
Throw me.
Oh
Sure,
no.
let's do it.
Yeah. About how high up are these kobolds?
They're probably a good 50, 60 feet. Yeah, tree line or top of the trees is about 30 feet up, and they're about 30 feet above that. Where the fuck did my other token go? Here we are. My initiative is on point as always. I think we just need for Iskar and Sin, or just Iskar then.
Initiative.
So I mean, I should just assume that Iskar goes first.
Probably wise.
I'm here.
Hello. Roll
Go
initiative.
first.
Yep.
Yep.
Jesus.
There it is. What does Iskar do?
He stares up at the sky, squinting and like pointing his gun. We're gonna take
Nighttime, right?
hot shots, boys. Here we go.
No, it's daytime.
It's daytime. Neat.
Do we know how many there are of each of these things?
As best you can see of the kobolds, there appears to be 6 of them. As for the lizard folk, they're too far in the tree line to really tell. Turns out, fog cloud and plant growth both have very long range.
True.
Oh wait, it is a spell. Why did that not dispel? Weird.
Because it's a higher level.
It's instantaneous.
This is a 16 hit.
It's instantaneous.
16 definitely hits, and that takes out one of the kobolds. There's this horrible squawk as the rock falls and crashes through the tree, followed by this limp kobold body.
Oh shit, he's right. It is instant. Interesting.
Yep. Plant growth is real nasty.
Yeah, that's gross.
Ranger.
This was
So
one of
is- I-
Fala's
I-
favorite spells.
I get the sense this can't be dispelled then, right? I thought it was like
Yeah.
entangle or something.
Yeah, instant.
No, it's not entangle. It's worse.
Any instant spell cannot be dispelled. Like you can't dispel a cure wounds to unheal
Yeah.
someone.
What's the effects of this exactly? So we're not entangled, I imagine.
So it is a 100-foot radius centered around you guys, where all of the plants have grown rapidly, and immediately. All of that terrain in that 100-foot radius around you guys is quarter movement.
It's gonna suck.
Yep.
At least you guys can see, though.
Did I get one? Suck it, you terrestrial traders.
That brings us to tough.
All right. How close is the nearest flying kobold?
They're about 60 feet above you. They're maybe 20, 30 feet horizontal, closing in.
Okay. The way that my range weapon works, and catch it if it does hit. Can I position myself trying to hit the first kobold where it would just come like right above me, catch it on its way down, and then hit the other one maybe?
You could certainly try. It's a real shame that they're at the long range of that, I think.
Oh, so that's disadvantage, right?
Yeah, but, I mean, these are pretty much just standard kobolds, so 15 damage is plenty. That takes out one of them. Again, a rock falls, crashes through a bunch of branches. With this loud crack, followed by this limp little body.
What happened?
crashes. Boomerang kind of falls back, maybe like 15 feet away from you. You can trudge through some of the grass to get it if you want.
I'll try to and make another attack.
All right.
Oh no.
14 also hits, and 13 is just enough. As you take out another one, again, rock crashes through. It's a real shame these guys rolled such shit initiative. Anything else?
Tough. We'll try and get in position between the cart and wherever the lizard guys. And
Sounds good. Alright, Cole.
I'm about to do some real dumb shit. So, gonna do that bonus action dash.
Excellent.
So what I'm gonna do is zip straight up the closest tree with my climb speed.
Okay.
Well, closest tree between like me and the kobolds kind of thing.
Sure.
So what I like to do is once I get to the top of that tree is kind of swing off a branch and then launch myself into the air, straight up.
Alright, what's your... How much movement speed do you have?
At this point, 100.
Jesus.
I am trying to pull up the jump calculator, but
So, let's see. Jump distance is doubled for the turn. So getting to the tree and up it takes you about 70 feet. Oh, it's up for me.
oh, it's not. working.
What's Cole's strength?
Shit. Good question. The strength probably tell you about faster. Hang on. 12.
All right, so you can do a high jump of 17 feet off the ground.
So that's gonna be double because I'm step of the wind, or is that already done?
I think that is built in with the step of the wind.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting sight can't be reached on that, but that's not a big deal.
Weird.
Okay, that's fine. That's all I need. Basically, I want to get up as high as I can, on level as I can, so I can get in range of my gun.
Oh yeah, you'll be plenty in range for your
Okay.
gun then.
So in midair, I'm gonna do a sweet little twirl and I started blasting. How many are left in the air after it's up to
3.
this thing? Let me know when I hit here.
Yep. Two shots, 2 rocks go crashing down through the branches, followed by 2 limp bodies.
Okay. Can't stop, won't stop.
Oof. Yeah, last one. This poor little kobold with this little leather aviator's hat. Just blasted straight through the chest and collapses.
Okay, do I see any lizard men that I can just take a shit shot at below me?
What's your passive?
Shit.
I think it's like 16 or something.
Something like that. I'm getting there. I'm just real slow today.
You're good.
13.
Oh, nah. At this height and the distance they're at.
Okay, I'm gonna fire my last shot off into the woods towards the lizard men at nothing.
Sure.
So,
Take a crack shot. Who knows?
alright.
Maybe you'll double 20.
Okay.
That's okay. You fire and you hear this awful yelp in the distance.
So Cole just launches himself off the top of this tree, does a pretty little pirouette, and bullets just come flying out of it. Now to catch the landing, so I'm gonna go back down and try to catch a tree branch. I could take 20 feet of falling damage, no problem. So I'm not gonna take fall damage, but what do I need to do to get back in this fucking tree?
I guess give me an acrobatics check. Yeah, as you fall, you reach up for a branch. You don't hit it, but you land on the very plush grass that acts kind of like a trampoline and just launches you back into the tree.
Sweet. I'm gonna dangle in that tree a little bit. Do I have any movement left, or was that it?
You have like maybe 5-10 feet.
I'm just gonna drop down to like the middle of the tree then, and just kind of dangle there.
Sure.
That's me.
All right, and that brings us to Simmons.
Okay, I'm gonna fly out of the grass because fuck grass.
Good call.
And then how far away are they?
You can give me a perception check. You can hear the muttering coming, so you vaguely know the direction that they're at, but at this distance with how dense the trees are,
Okay,
you can't really pinpoint them.
I'm gonna fly that way. And I'll
Alright.
backseat dash if I have to.
All right. How much movement does that give you?
Shit, I forget what my fly speed is. 1 second. So it's 30 feet, so that'd give me 60 feet.
All right. Yeah, once you fly about 60 feet, you can see kind of crouched on a pair of trees are two lizard folk, one of whom has a spyglass, which appears to be looking towards your group, and the other seems to be muttering spells. Down beneath them, kind of in the tree cover, there are about 5 lizard folk, each with longbows, arrows drawn, and taking aim.
So anyway, I started blasting the one with the spyglass.
Oh, the 28 hits.
Okay. I think that's it. I don't have bonus actions because I'm a paladin and I'm very bonus action star.
Smite them with your gun.
Yeah, but I want my mana. Which I needed to add back because I didn't do that last rest. Anyway, I'm done.
Excellent. Cricket.
Alright, I saw Simmons and Cole both kind of fly off in the same direction, yeah?
Cole is just up in a tree that's about 10 feet away from the group. And Simmons has flown off about 60 feet.
Okay. I look back towards Daru, Thak, Iskar, and Tuff. I stick a hand out and I say, who wants to lift?
Not me. Do not.
Quick!
I would like to not be down here, please.
Whoever touches the hand first gets it.
Grab it,
Stuff starts
wiggling
running
towards
for.
Okay, alright. Daru touches my hand and I cast Dimension Door. And I visualize being basically the last point that I saw Simmons, or if I can still see Simmons, kind of over by that tree line. And I cast Dimension Door.
I imagine
Simmons
that
is
as
in
I
the
grab
air.
your... Oh, jeez.
Oh, I thought you were flying. Oh no.
I imagine that as I grab your hand, I recognize what the spell is. And like, wait, no, hold on, not this again!
Alright. Cricket, give me a D100.
Lands on top of
Okay.
me. And
So you poof next to Simmons. In the air, both you and Daru, I need you to make acrobatics checks to grab onto the trees.
Just as planned. Oh! Just as
Both of you.
planned!
With an incredible amount of precision and grace, the two of you bamf over to next to Simmons, both landing perfectly on the tops of these trees. Both of you can see the two lizard folk shaman who are kind of in the treetops with you. One of whom is nursing a gunshot wound and holding a spyglass, and the other is continuing to mutter spells.
That's right, we're professionals.
Real quick
well,
question.
hi.
Hey, what's up?
Real quick question. Because I crit that, and because I'm a sorcerer, can we say that I, like, lightning lassoed the tree like fucking Indiana Jones? Hold myself swung to safety, please.
Sure.
Awesome.
Alright, so Cricket just bamps over. Daru misses it at first and then lasses himself back up like a goddamn badass. I'm going to use my regular movement now to just get all up in the face of that lizard folk that's casting spells. And I'll give a bonus action Bardic to Darushkamit.
Thank you.
That's my turn.
Alright. Can we get a picture of Cricket and Daru posing like Josuke and Koichi after they pop out of the paper?
Yes.
Gosh.
Am I doing the Koichi pose or the Josuke pose, though?
Daru has to be doing the Koichi pose.
Excellent.
I know very, very little about JoJo, but isn't it like a lineage thing? I feel like Cricket would be Josuke.
Yeah, it's a lineage thing until it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically everything about JoJo is like it is this until it's convenient that it's not.
Fair.
Yeah. There's very little consistency with JoJo.
That's kind of what I figured.
If you're
That's why they
going
have
into
to spend
something
the
for
first-
lore and plot, wrong show for you.
That's why they have to spend the first 5 episodes of every season explaining what's the same and what they changed because they wanted to.
Yeah. All right, Zach, what's up?
Right.
Your turn.
So Zach holds the reins, he looks around, calculates the distance from here to the end of the leaf thing. Says, well, I don't got a way to get all the way back there, so I better get this cart out of here. And he holds the reins together in his palms. He says a short prayer. It's brief. The reins charged with this lightning. It travels down both horses to their hooves,
Oh no.
and they charge with lightning. And both the horses can now fly. So cast a 4th level fly.
Jesus.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and animal handling them to kind of just skim over the edge of the grass and like safely pull the.
You hear Daru shout from the woods, "Don't break my horses or my wagon!"
Try not to.
Okay.
It's okay.
Like
They're
they
just
put-
burner horses.
Not burner horses. They're our friends.
There's unfortunately not a stat block for burner horses.
Oh, they were just like big horses now. What are
Yeah,
they
they're
on?
draft horses.
Yeah, draft.
Um,
So they just now have 60-foot fly speeds.
Yeah. They also have 2 intelligence.
I know. That's
Uh,
what I'm here for, to guide them.
So. Okay, first of all, I need to make an animal handling check to just
This is gonna
control
be.
them.
Yeah,
General.
sure. This is gonna be kind of rough, so I'm gonna use my inspiration on this.
Good call.
21.
All right. So you are able to cast a spell and have the horses take to it surprisingly well, and they start to lift up. I do want you to make a strength check with advantage for the horses. So that's gonna be a 2d20. Keep the or drop 1 plus 4 for their strength.
2d20 d1 plus 4?
Yeah.
For both of them? So roll 2 of those?
No, just for just
one.
once. Because there's 2 of them.
Ooh.
They're rolling with advantage. God damn. Okay. So there's this brief moment where you're kind of coaxing the horses up, and the kind of grass has just grown and kind of wrapped and twisted around the wheels and the cart and just entangled it completely, making it very difficult for the horses to pull. But with very little effort and with a combination of your spell and just these horses being naturally very strong animals, they rip the cart free, and they are able to kind of drag it, half fly with it, up and over the entangled area.
Hot
Or
damn.
the grown area. It's not actually entangled, but
Tentacles.
He's Santa Claus.
Hey, either has a card as
That's
chariot
true.
with horses that pull it.
That's
it is
actually pretty
very
legit.
reminiscent of that. Yeah, goddamn.
Is Santa Claus real?
So these horses are able to take you about 60 feet, coasting kind of over the grass, kind of safely.
Excellent. Yeah, that's all I can.
All right. Yeah, you're almost at the edge of the radius already. One more turn of that, and you'll be good. And that brings us to Daru.
Okay, so I lassoed my way over to a tree. You said they're like lizard folk on the tree with me, or are they like below us now?
There are 2 lizard folk that are in the trees. They're about 60 feet ahead of you. And below them, there are some lizard folk who you can't see, but Simmons can. Because Simmons has a bit of height over you guys.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to try to just like kind of make my way over through these trees. I don't have like a climb speed or anything, but I'm gonna try to get just a little closer to these other lizard folk that I can actually see. Do I have to make like an acrobatics check to just stay in the trees or something?
Yeah, if you're gonna be trying to move around on them, then yeah, you'll need an acrobatics or athletics check.
Okay, I was about to ask if it could be athletics. We'll try that first. Hey,
21 is plenty.
that's pretty good.
The kind of hop from tree to tree. It is gonna take twice the movement just because you're.
Okay,
It's
so I can
precarious.
so I can get 15 feet closer to them. So they're about 45 feet away now.
Yeah, roughly that.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to kind of reach a hand out, and I'm going to then summon Ocean Man, just kind of in a spot hovering between these trees. I can get Ocean Man right about 15 feet away from both of them, because I can summon him within 30 feet. So there just shows up next to, like, right at eye level with these guys, and I can't remember if you've ruled that Ocean Man can talk or not, but he does some sort of snarky pose or something, and then shit, I can't quicken and twin a spell, which is a real shame. But you said one of them had a spyglass and the other one was casting spells, or are they both still casting spells?
One has a spyglass, the other is casting spells.
Okay, so I'm gonna target the one that's casting spells. It's gonna be another one of these.
Oof. Wait, can you hit? Oh, right, with Ocean Man, you can totally hit it.
Ocean
Okay.
Man.
I want him to take me by the hand.
Yes.
Yeah. Takes 13 points of lightning damage. And,
Actually, I'm not sure. Like, if he's pulled toward me, is he gonna like land safely in the tree, or is he just gonna plummet from 10 feet alone?
That's kind of gonna depend on his acrobatics check.
Okay. What's behind Ocean Man? Is it more trees, or is there some empty space?
Yeah, like it's a fairly. I don't want to say it's a super dense forest, but the canopy above is pretty dense, so.
Okay. Like,
He'll have a
hypothetically
chance
speaking, if I were to use my curse to instead add another 15 feet of movement and just like fucking sling him backward into the forest, is he gonna like hit a tree probably, hopefully, or is he just gonna like fall? I mean, either way is good.
I mean, he'll probably hit a tree.
Well, we'll do the lightning damage and hope he just falls. So yeah, that'll be 13.
Sure.
And that's my turn. Ocean Man is still there. I'm in another tree. Oh, gee.
He does manage to catch onto a branch. Takes 13 points of lightning damage and is pulled towards both of you.
Toward Ocean Man. So yeah, I guess it's kind of still toward
Which
me,
is
but yeah.
towards all of you. And does manage to kind of at the last minute catch onto a larger branch that's sturdy enough to hold his weight and kind of climbs back into it, or is in the process of it.
That's me.
All right, all the enemy turns. Let's first of all get rid of these kobolds because they're all dead.
Bye,
You
kobolds.
did good, guys. Lizard shamans are going to. First one is going to climb back into the tree The one with the spyglass is going to shout down to the people below him and start pointing towards you guys. And the one that was yeeted towards Ocean Man is going to Yeah, let's do that. Simmons, the one that was previously casting spells, continues to mutter on the wind, and you feel your hand suddenly grow hot as your gun starts to heat up.
Oh no!
Oh. Okay.
You take 6 points of fire damage automatically,
Immune to
Uh,
fire
and you
damage,
need-
but okay.
and you have to make a con save in order to continue to hold onto your gun.
Okay.
Are you immune to fire damage?
No, I'm just bullshitting.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Is this what it feel like?
Oh, my gun.
Gun drops down through the canopy, lands on the ground, probably for the best, as all the bullets in the chamber go off
Oh shit.
Ooh.
rapidly and tear the gun asunder.
Oh no,
Oh,
that's
no.
expensive.
Oh,
F for gun.
And by
rip gun.
tear the gun asunder, I mean it's mostly just like the rotating barrel is just like kind of fucked up a little bit.
Cole had to fix it.
It
I'll deal with
could
that
probably
later.
be repaired. It is burning hot though at the moment. So that's him.
Just put
Other
it in
guy.
rice. It will be fine.
That was actually really effective. So, Daru, what kind of armor are you wearing?
I'm wearing scale mail, but it constantly drips with a clear fluid, so I don't know if it can be lit on fire.
Can't be lit on fire, but it can heat up.
No.
Scalding
Boiling.
armor.
Hope you like boiling.
Alright, take 8 points of fire damage as the dripping water turns to steam and begins to just douse your body in hot steam. And not the good kind of like sauna steam, it's just like painful.
I'm telling you guys, armor's a trap.
That's them. The lizard folk at the bottom are going
That's
to...
fire damage?
Yeah. fire
Okay, I
damage.
resist fire damage.
Shit.
Do I still need to make a con save or whatever? Or... I guess I don't need to
you-
make a con save to stay in my armor.
Yeah, you
You're
can't
stuck
take
with
it off, so you're just gonna take damage each round.
And disadvantage on everything.
Is that what being on fire does?
Yeah, heat
Sure
metal
does.
is one of the best second level spells in the game. It's real good.
Well, these guys are just gonna fire. They're gonna fire one towards Daru, 2 at Cricket, and 2 at Simon. Daru is a big miss, and 2 on Cricket.
Miss.
And Simmons, 20 and 21. I think both miss.
Let me check the 21. 21 is my AC.
Excellent. So you take 3 points of piercing damage as an arrow kind of clips the side of your leg. The one shaman with
Ow.
spyglass starts yelling at them down below.
I don't
It's-
like them.
Something there strike at me. Okay, it's not.
No, it was
No, you were
Drew.
safe. That brings us to its car again.
Alright. I was gonna ask earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt. Did the when Thantaclaws took off into the space, did he take the carriage with him? Is that floating up there too?
Yeah. Well, it's being kind of like dragged behind these flying horses.
All right. I think I'm alone in the grass, but fortunately nobody's targeting me. I'm kind of okay with that. At disadvantage to hit anything, and I think there's also like probably some concealment going on, so I'm not sure. Is there anything like within range that I can see that might be a good target?
Not really. All you can see is basically just grass around you that's suddenly sprung up.
Great. So plan B. Iskar Misty steps 30 feet and then burns the standard and movement action to move 60 feet, which gets rounded down to 15, for a total of 45 feet toward the party.
Yeah. Perfect. So you're just gonna try and like walk through the grass?
Yeah. And I know I have to be able to see the space that I target, but I can do a little hippity hop over the grass. It's fine.
Sure. You can kind of aim up slightly and just kind of land in the grass. It's very
There you go.
soft and cushiony.
I'm coming.
So yeah, you do a couple of little hops and
Oh,
Cast
also
your
free
spell
action
and-
fall prone.
okay. And then you disappear in the grass, like a shark under the water. And that brings us to Tough.
So attacking the carriage, I've booked it in the opposite direction.
They've kind of continued to go down the road.
Alright.
Just kind of perpendicular to where the rest of the group went.
Hmm. That might be a trap, possibly up ahead. How far? How far off is that?
He's gotten about 60 feet.
Um. Yeah. So I was gonna go ahead and try and catch up to the carriage.
All right. What's your movement speed?
40. So try and dash.
All right, 80 with the dash. You get about 20 feet through the
Uh,
grass.
Shit. Alright. Well, sticking to my guns. Yep.
All right. You slog through this grass as it kind of tugs and pulls at your ankles with each step. To make some progress, you end up passing Cole in his tree.
Yep. This gets eat some grass in his way.
All right. Tough slowly eats his way through the grass like the goats in Hercules. That brings us to Cole.
All right. What do my special eyes see? By
You
special, I
see-
mean my incredibly normal eyes.
Your incredibly normal eyes see Tough slogging through some grass, Thack with flying horses flying over the grass, and you see Iskar jumping in the grass and then just disappearing under it, about 45 feet away.
Okay. How far is the Thackmobile? How far is Thack's sleigh?
Thack's sleigh is about 50 feet away from you.
Okay. All right. So, what I'd like to do is get over to that. I mean, I can bound from like tree to tree, or I can drop down and jump up to it, depending on how high it is, and just get in the back of the caravan wagon.
All right.
About how much move is that going to take? If I need to dash to do it, it's fine. If not, I'm just going to hold an action to shoot the first lizardman I see.
All right. What's your movement currently?
Base is 50. 100 if I dash. More. I can also just drop 20 feet out of the tree.
Yeah. So let's see here. So if you jump out of the tree, land in the grass, and then slog your way forward, you'll get about 30 feet.
Like, and then I'm in the back there.
And then you're 20 feet from the caravan.
Then, yeah, we can do that, and I'll just get in the back of it and then hold an action to shoot the first lizardman that I see.
No, like you'll be 20 feet away from the caravan.
Oh.
With 100 feet of movement.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm really dumb here. So, like, do I need a dash to get there?
You like can't get there essentially.
What about with 150?
150. Would that be with a step of the wind?
Yep. Which would also double my jump distance, so I
Yeah.
can spring out of the tree faster.
If you step of the wind, that would do it and leave you with a couple of feet to jump up and scramble into the wagon.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. So just bound out of the tree, tumble around in the grass a little bit, zigzag, and then jump up in the back of the caravan wagon and just flop down with a pant.
Yeah, like this is you're pretty quick. Trudging through this shit is awful. Just getting that like short distance was exhausting. You
Yeah.
end up leaving and you have like grass still clinging to your ankles.
Howdy, Cole.
Hello. Did you see the thing that I did that was really cool?
That was real cool.
I wonder what the rest of the gang is up to.
Everyone all right back there?
Right. Simmons.
My flesh it burns.
Trixie
Okay,
is still
whining.
screaming against her gag.
Okay, well, my hand hurts now, so thanks for that. Good thing I kept this.
Son of a bitch.
You got crossbow expert?
Which is literally what the one shaman with the spyglass says.
So the-
As the crossbow bolt sinks into his tender flesh. He's still up, but not by much. And second
Go
one
away.
goes wide. You can't smite on ranged attacks.
Aww. That'd be neat if you could, though.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Paladin's biggest weakness is range.
Okay, well. Then never mind. 'Cause I don't think I have any good bonus actions, which I don't, so never mind, go ahead.
Alright. Cricket.
All right. I'm up in the face of one of the casters, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start things off. Do I have a friend next to him too, or is it just one-on-one over there?
It's just kind of one-on-one.
Okay. So there will not be any sort. Does he have a buddy next to him?
He does not, and he's very injured.
Okay. Let's start with one of these boys then.
He's got a bullet wound and a crossbow bolt in him, so. Yeah, that's plenty. Are you being lethal or non-lethal?
Hell no. No, I just go for it.
Okay. It's like, that's not an answer.
Hell no. No, I'm no. They're ambushing us. I will go for the kill. We've tried reasoning with them before. It didn't work.
Yeah, between the two injuries that he's taken, he can't defend himself properly, and in a flash of lightning and thunder, this lizard man is killed and knocked out of the tree, causing several of the lizard men underneath you to kind of startle and back away a little bit.
Okay, so there's a bunch directly under me?
Yeah, there's 5 kind of down below that had or have longbows that seem to be were preparing to fire upon your wagon and caravan, and the person you just killed was kind of their spotter.
Gotcha. Longbows, you say? I'd like to drop down and get right in the middle of all of that. Try to be adjacent to as many as possible so that they either have to move or fire at disadvantage.
Sounds good.
And then if there's any, like one of them that I'm not able to get next to, I will use my bonus action to throw one of these at them.
All right. So they were essentially in a line, so you can get next to 3 of them, Blood Bowl style.
Awesome. So yeah, I'll touch 3 of them, and then the one at the far end that I can't touch, I will use that on.
Yeah, that guy takes some psychic damage.
Sick.
Not looking great.
All right. That's me.
All right. Thackeray.
Alright, I'm just gonna take the cart to the very edge of this here range, take a good look around, make sure there's no one else waiting in ambush,
All right. Give me a perception.
and cool. I'm not good at those.
Could roll well.
I could. I'll never have.
You don't see anything out of place.
Looks about right. So, now that this cart's sort of just away from the middle there, how long will it take me for me to unhitch the horses?
What's her passive animal handling? Or land vehicles?
Both of them are 14, if it's wisdom.
Yeah, it would take you like probably an action to unhitch both of them.
Sure. I'll take an action to unhitch both of them, and I'll climb one. I ask Cole if he wants to get on the other. Flying horse, Cole, come on. Picking up tough along the way.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Okay.
But yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, I grab his hand and like pull him onto the horse I'm on. Take the reins
Alright.
of the other one, and like my next turn, I'll start making my way toward Tough with one empty horse. Cole on the back of mine.
Excellent. And with the with your previous rolls, these horses are totally okay with flying around.
Natural.
And that brings us to Daru.
Okay, so I'm on fire, right? We're burning.
You are burning. Batman, you're still burning.
Oh, jeez. No, it's heat metal. Do I get the feeling that just like pouring water on myself would help at all, or would that just make more steam?
You think it would just probably make more steam.
Okay. Can I see the guy that cast this?
You can. He's the one that
He's the one that I pulled out of the tree.
Actually, sorry. I lied. You're
get him?
no longer burning, Batman, because
Nice.
he's fucking dead.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Thank you. So who do I see?
You just see the one that burnt Simmons's gun.
Is that the one I pulled out of the tree, or is he still up in there?
He's still up in the tree, but he is pretty hurt.
And Ocean Man is still like 15 feet away from him or so, right?
About that.
Okay. Ooh, such bad damage. I'm guessing the first two hopefully hit, at least.
Both of those do hit for 10 points of fire damage. Last one goes streaking past. This guy looks pretty bad after that.
Oh, he's still alive?
He's
He's not supposed to still be alive.
Why do you keep casting this spell?
Because you won't give me a ranged attack that isn't fire damage.
You roll so badly on it consistently.
I rolled really well on it for like 3 encounters in a row, and then it just went to shit.
Does Drake get to talk about bad, like, dice luck?
I don't think you can.
Yes, because I understand and sympathize with it.
Okay.
Anywho, I'm going to spend a sorcery point and a bonus action to quicken another lightning lure to just pull this guy out of the tree, hopefully.
Alright.
DC 16. See, that's good damage. That's from a cantrip. Aw.
He's ready for it this time and manages to resist your lasso.
I'm gonna kind of start shimmying down the tree I'm in a little bit, but I'll leave Ocean Man up there.
Perfect.
Because are there still more people down on the ground alive, or did we get all of them?
Yeah, there's the 5 archers that were on the ground
Gotcha.
that are kind of on Cricket.
Yeah. Well, I'll start making my way down there to help out Cricket then.
I'm not stuck with them. They're stuck with me.
Right. And that's my turn.
Perfect. Let's see here. Alright, this poor shaman has been electrocuted multiple times and shot with fire. It's not looking so hot. Um, so we're gonna try a thing. From up above in the trees, this poor shaman is going to snap off some branches and then throw them down at you, Cricket, and cast a fantastic little spell.
What is it? Sticks to snakes?
Sticks to
I
snakes.
love it.
Yes.
It's technically not actually sticks to snakes, but this is how I'm casting it.
Damn straight.
As these sticks suddenly shift and turn into a bunch of multicolored snakes that land around you and begin to slither up your legs and bite and coil. And hopefully roll good initiative.
Why did you cast that when we were trying to create a religious cult?
I don't have this.
The snakes are gonna be boots.
Oh, hi, Boots.
After that, these archer boys, seeing that bows and arrows aren't going to be of any use to them against you, Cricket, they're gonna start surrounding you, and they're gonna pull out some long, kind of jagged-looking blades from their side, and they're just gonna take some swings, all at advantage because they have flanking on you for days, except for one of them who is going to flee into the woods.
Let's dance.
So actually, it's going to be 8 attacks with advantage.
The crit hits, everything else misses.
Five points. And that brings us to Iskar.
Hey. So, I use half my movement to stand up. Then I shall move 10 feet, and then I shall teleport 30 feet with another Misty Step. Should put me close to the edge of the plant grove.
Yeah,
40 feet this round, 45 feet last round.
Yeah, that gets you pretty dang close. You're about 15 feet away.
Alright, then I drop off. Drop around.
Good call. At this point, you can very clearly hear the kind of clanking and screams of battle. You also, as you drop prone, you find yourself like there's just a smoking corpse of a gun next to you.
Let me collect that real quick.
All right. It's a little hot still, but you can pick it up and put it in your pocket. And that brings us to Tough. You can see Dak and Cole coming towards you with a flying horse.
Cool. Gonna try and make it on over to him.
All right. Continue to trudge forward towards them.
Written action to climb onto one.
You guys are gonna have to meet him halfway because
No problem.
unfortunately, Tough doesn't have a good way through this unfortunate circumstance. Yeah, that brings us to Cole.
All right. So what do we have any lizard men in range? Like, can I?
Yeah, how much closer are we? No, I guess.
I mean, you two are still at the edge of the circle.
Okay.
Kind of a 45-degree angle from the fighting, so they're like 150 feet at least away from you.
Okay.
Through
I am.
trees.
Yeah, since I'm riding on the back of Dak's horse, I'm just gonna ready an action, and the first lizardman I see, I'm gonna cap.
Perfect. Holy shit, the snakes actually lived. Let's do it. What's Cricket's AC currently?
24.
Yeah, I can beat that. Hell yes.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, as these very deadly poison snakes start to crawl up under your armor and clothing, they start to bite and pierce into you. I need you to make a Constitution saving.
Oh boy. It's always poison that threatens to kill me. It's ironic. God damn it.
Cricket.
I'm supposed
Why?
to be good at this.
Poison
19
dragon
points.
I literally have poison. Okay, 19 points.
Yeah, of piercing and poison damage as this swarm of snakes just starts kind of consuming you.
Well, back in that little infect, we like, I told him snakes are bad.
Do you think I should have packed antitoxin into that last gift bag?
Probably.
I imagine poison is probably on Cricket's list of things that he doesn't have a healthy fear of.
Probably.
Alright, Simmons, you can see the shaman on the treetops cackling madly as his snakes do much work down below.
Okay. 60 feet of movement get me to him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, we'll do that. Cause fuck this distance shit. How many of them are left? That I can
There's
see.
There's 4 archers down below. The 5th one has fucked off into the woods screaming. And then there's the shaman in the treetop.
Okay, I have one good bonus action. Here we go. Sick. And hello.
Oof, yeah. That is plenty to finish this shaman off. Come up from behind and bisect him with your flaming sword.
Was this the one that caught my hand on fire with the gun?
Yes, this was.
Good. He deserved to die by fire. It's fine.
This also causes the snakes, I believe they just disappear, but I'll double check.
Thank God. Yeah, it is concentration.
You just go.
There you go, Cricket.
Thank you!
Yeah, they just poof. They're not like conjured demons who get to
Don't-
stick around.
Yeah.
Don't get shanked too much, please.
It's a real shame. Yeah, that brings us to Cricket. The snakes disappeared just as quickly as they came, as if it was all a dream.
Your pet stands better than you do. Let's start with an arcing blade on whoever looks like they have the most health.
They all look about the same, except for the one who's screaming in the woods.
Excellent. So we'll do 14 to one of them. 9 lightning will bounce to another one of them. We'll bonus action to the guy who is running and make him continue running. Oh, that's good damage. Oh, that's great damage.
Yeah. He's technically got a few HP left, but I think that's about enough to kill him.
Perfect.
Effectively out of the fight, he dies screaming.
Awesome. Okay, so zap 2 of them next to me, kill the guy running away from me. I'll stand and fight. These things are... I can tank these guys. These are good. These are good.
Alright. Alright, Zach.
Right. So we're gonna go fly 60 feet, over toward Tough. I leave him a horse
Alright.
and dash the rest of the way with the horse I have
Perfect.
closer to the
Um,
action.
Yeah. So Tough, you have a horse next to you now. Cole, at this point you can see Simmons cut down one of the lizard men, the last one on the trees. Your passive was 14, right?
13.
13. Yeah, with the added height, you guys can see a couple of lizard folk surrounding Cricket. So you can take a shot.
Bang! Oh, that goes real wide.
Cricket, you feel a bullet graze your ear. And that brings us to Daru.
Okay. So how are these lizard folk and snakes arranged around Cricket? Is there a way that I could hit some of them with hopefully without hitting him with an ice?
Not. I mean,
I'm
you
sure
potentially-
he'll be.
I can make it.
You could potentially hit 2 of them without risking Cricket, but they've essentially got him flanked on 4 sides.
Okay, but if I do hit him, I'll hit pretty much everybody, right?
Hit me.
True.
Okay. This will only hurt for a moment. I'm gonna
Whereas
cast
Daru
it.
only hurts Cricket.
Yeah, I mean, literally every time I've used Ice Knife on a crowd that like run the risk of hitting like one ally with it, I think I've only hit the ally. I know what happened to Simmons once. Everybody else dodged it, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna cast it at a 2nd level. I don't think I can just like target Cricket's space without hitting Cricket.
Shoot me. Shoot me as hard as you can.
Yeah, I'm literally going to be attacking Cricket with this.
All right, do it. Let's go ahead and get the shield out of the way. Oh, does it still explode even if it misses?
Yeah,
Okay,
it
yeah.
does.
Then yeah, let's go ahead and get the shield out of the way.
Okay, so it explodes, and every creature within 5 feet must succeed on a dex saving throw, or they're going to take 3d6. Eleven cold.
Ooh, 3 of them take it.
Alright, 3 of them take a bunch of frost damage.
Which one
Are-
looks either the most hurt or the most dangerous?
The one that Cricket lightning arc bladed, who did take the damage, so
Okay, I'm going to slow him. Or not slow, but use my curse. I think it just slows him by 15 feet movement.
yeah, it's like 10 or 15.
It doesn't like it doesn't like drop his
Yeah,
initiative.
it's not
or
actual
anything.
slow.
Yeah, I wish it were. down the 3rd level spell point. Let me see how many sorcery points I have. Okay, I'm gonna save my sorcery points for this turn, but I will use my bonus action. I'm gonna just keep running over there. I don't know how far away I was at this point, but I'm gonna get close.
Pretty close.
I'm gonna get close enough, hopefully, that with the 30 feet of movement that I can move Ocean Man with, I'm just gonna move him basically right on Cricket's space too.
Perfect.
So now Ocean Man is Cricket stand. That's me.
All right. These guys. They take some swings at Cricket.
They need crits. No crits.
They suck. Iskar.
All right. Iskar's gonna run as fast as he can to the plant growth to get out of the plant growth, and once out, I should have a clear shot on something. Perhaps one of the lizard folk. You think?
Are you doing another Misty Step or are you dashing?
Dashing.
All right. With a dash,
So I'm not totally sure how close I am to the edge.
you're about 15 feet, so it would take a dash to
Ah, nuts! All right.
get right to the edge.
All right. I do dash. I rush up all the way to the very edge of the plant growth, but I'm not going to step out of it because I won't have an attack, so there's no point. So
Sounds good.
I'm going to use it for cover.
All right. Going prone again?
Yeah.
All right. Tough. You have a horse.
We think that
Thanks to that.
Be kind.
he's
Rewind.
gonna take the quickest route to whatever baddie he sees within his range.
All right. You hop onto the horse, and it takes you over. You end up next to Cole and Thack. You guys are about 60 feet away from all the action.
Cool.
Nearly there.
That brings us to Cole.
Okay, I'm sorry. How far away am I from the action?
About 60 feet. You have a bit of. You guys have high ground, so you're kind of looking down on them. They have a bit of cover just because of the trees, but yeah, you can see the 4 lizard men surrounding Cricket, just kind of whacking on this magical shield to no effect.
Okay. How far up am I? Like straight
You're
up.
straight up, probably about 40 feet. You guys are just flying
Fine.
above the tree line.
Wait, what's my safe fall nowadays? I think it's 30. Okay.
So notably, like the trees are just 10 feet down, so you could drop down to the trees and then drop down from there.
Okay.
Uh,
Gotcha.
Pretty
Yeah.
seamlessly.
I'll do that. So I'll just kind of hold my arms off to the side and just fall off the horse. Ragdoll down, grab the top of the tree, and do a sweet little number.
All right. Notably, the ground below you, on the ground, is still the big, terrible stuff. So if you
Oh,
want to stay in
like-
the trees,
Define great, big, terrible stuff. Like, are we talking grass or?
grass, but it's essentially 4-to-1 movement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's real nasty.
Can I?
Actually, it's actually easier for you guys to walk and like swing through the trees than walk on the ground.
All right. So, what I'll do then, I'll kind of hang from my legs out of a tree branch and then just shoot downwards at the first lizard man that I can see.
Excellent. Yeah, you got sight on 2 of them, or on 4 of them. So
All right. Number 1. Does that hit?
it does. Oof. Yeah, there's this horrible snapping of a kneecap.
Ooh.
This bullet
Oof.
crunches through this guy's leg, drops to the ground.
All right, I'm gonna swing up, sit on the branch, and fire at another guy. Preferably so I can like kind of break the flank on him, so he only has to defend on one side, or give him an opening to escape anyway.
Sounds good. That also hits. This guy is not quite as hurt, but is still looking. Oop, that'll do it. This guy, you don't completely kneecap him, but do kind of shoot him right in the thigh, and that's enough to drop him. Both of these guys go unconscious.
Okay. Sick. I'm gonna swing up and like sit on the tree limb and consider my next move.
Excellent.
Wave to Cricket.
Hello.
Snakes
Oh.
have disappeared. That brings us to Simmons. There are 2 left.
Not for long. I'm gonna jump down and kill him. Or probably just one of them, but still. I can flank with Cricket if possible.
Yeah, with the flanking, first one, yeah, you're able to take out both of them.
Do, 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 do.
They just drop down into the trees, cleaving down their backs. 4 of them all drop. There's just 4 lizard bodies surrounding you. And
And
that
we
is-
did it.
That is the ambush.
Hey,
It's a real shame that that fog cloud got dispersed, because I was hoping to just drop rocks on you guys for a bit.
Hello.
But that's
Hey,
okay.
where to pick you up?
Oh my gosh, are your horses flying?
Yeah,
My horses.
I'm sorry.
Drew's horses.
Are Drew's horses flying?
Yeah, they do that now.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're just here to pick you up so you don't gotta go through all that grass.
Sure, give me just a second. I can't feel my leg.
Is that poison? Have you
Uh,
been poisoned?
yeah, see, I was like really in the groove there, man. It was like dancing with 4 people at once, but then those snakes came out of nowhere.
Get you some healing.
Actually, one of the snakes, after it kind of stopped being a snake, turned back into a stick, and there's just kind of a stick stuck in your leg.
That's
Like
That's-
a real big thorn.
that's not right, is it? That doesn't look right. Is it safe to I just pull it out, right?
I should be here. Let's give you a little bit of healing while we're
All right,
But
3,
if we catch it on fire, then it make the wound stop too.
there.
2, 1. Yeah.
Snap.
Don't say snap. It better not snap. All right, thank you. 16
Just
points.
wiggles deeper into your leg.
Recover 16 points, Cricket.
Muchas gracias.
all right, I'm here. I took care of the grass bolts.
You did it.
Great job, Iskar. Guys, that was good work. That was good work. We tore that up. Nobody ambushes us.
Did little, but not very well, I guess.
Yeah, we handled that like pros.
You guys hear a dull screaming that
Oh.
starts to get louder and louder
What?
as last lizard man comes rushing through and slams headfirst into a tree and dies. It's very
that?
like the Mummy.
I think that was me. Maybe. I'm still figuring out that spell.
Oh, scary stuff.
Well, you know when you get a song stuck in your head?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but it's a horrible metal screeching sound.
It's
Oh, I kill
awful.
myself on a tree too.
Why'd you teach yourself that spell? It sounds awful.
Well, yeah, I would never do it to anyone that I didn't, really, really want injured. But yeah, it's like if you take a
Ugh.
fork and you just grind it on a ceramic plate.
Ah,
right? It
You're
hurts.
making my teeth hurt. I'm gonna go die now.
Yeah, I try not to think about it too much. It's real bad.
Should we head back to the cart?
Yeah, let's go get regrouped. Let's make sure Trixie didn't run off.
Yeah, we saw she was tied up last we left her.
Yeah, she was tied up in the back of the wagon.
Simmons, I found you a new gun.
Oh wow, I just lost mine. That's convenient.
Lucky.
It's
Simmons
broken.
thinks it's a new gun.
It's still the same broken one. It's a new gun now.
Oh, I think this one's broken though.
Can I take a look at it and see if it's repairable or not? Because
Sure. Give me a Smith's tool check.
All right.
Assess it.
give me a second.
I'm gonna go look for my gun. I dropped it. Then we can have two guns.
What's the stat on that?
For this, I'll say int. Yeah, the main kind of stock of the gun is still serviceable. It's just kind of like a couple of the barrels have been shredded from the cylinder. So if you replace that, it should be fine.
Okay, so it's not something I'm going to be able to field replace, but I can, once we get back home, I can probably just smith a new one and then fix it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll need like the new parts and stuff, but it's functional and it would be a lot cheaper to just replace this one part than like buy a whole new gun or something.
Yeah.
Great. Do I find my old gun with a -2?
The grass is real tall. You do find somebody's boot that's just gotten tangled up in the grass.
I'm
On
keeping
the other
it.
hand,
If I find another boot, then I have two boots.
on the other
Simmons-
hand, like at
Simmons
least
comes
we
out
can. Ooh,
holding a boot and missing a boot on his foot.
how'd you? Okay.
My fit feels. Oh, okay. That was my boot. I feel dumb now. Put that.
Oddly, it's a different boot.
Oh. I put it back on anyway.
Alright,
Wait, do I have two left boots? Because that would suck.
It's a left and a right boot, but they're definitely like two entirely different makes now.
Oh, okay.
That's some sort of fashion statement you're going for there.
No, I just went to go find my gun, and then I found a boot, and then I lost my boot. So now I have this boot, but it's still a boot, so I'm gonna wear the boot.
Well, okay. I'm gonna harvest some of this grass for the cart, so the horses have something to munch on. Just a bushel.
That's convenient.
It's very easy to do, and grass is very healthy. It'll make good feed for the horses.
First time I've heard of a spell like that. Could be real helpful back in the farm.
Wait, you're a wizard from a farming community and you've never heard of plant growth or plant growth?
Yeah, we don't do magic on plants. They're all natural.
How do you grow your crops?
With, manure.
So what is the point of being a wizard on the farm? Why wouldn't you just have a farmhand?
This is a strange country.
I'm a farmer back at home, not a wizard.
Growing your crops without magic? That's wow.
Thack only grows his crops organically, apparently.
That makes them so expensive.
About average price.
I don't know if I could make carrots grow in an hour. I'd do that instead. That sounds way smarter.
Thax plants are all MAO. It's all the rage. Magically augmented plants.
What? No, I don't really use magic on my plants.
Non-MAO, that's what I mean.
There you go.
Namao.
Momo.
They sell better because people don't trust magic very much.
That's stupid.
I was gonna say I basically grew up on magically modified
Yes, we get it.
organisms.
Everything in Adlan's magic, cricket.
I turned out just fine. That's all I'm saying.
So it says holding a gun that was blown up by magic.
Magic never hurt anyone. People hurt people.
Did someone just summon snakes out of thin air,
Okay,
out
sure.
of sticks?
But, magic's a tool. It's about who's wielding it and to what end.
You want the government going house to house, confiscating magic spells? I don't want that.
I don't want that. That's what, I almost said Mordilia. That's what the Cadanian Empire is all about. That's why we're, kind of maybe going to war with them.
Because they don't like magic, I guess.
Yeah, they really don't like magic up there. It's like this barren wasteland of poorly growing crops and, people starving because they refuse to use magic.
How are they a threat against someone with magic?
Well, they're real big, and they're, kind of okay with some magic, but it has to come from gods and stuff. I don't know. It's, they're picky, but they're, selectively picky.
Sounds stupid to me.
I agree. All or nothing that. Gods made everything, including magic.
I'm covered in ticks.
Yeah, let's pick some of those off before those become a problem.
Are you gonna eat them?
No, gross. Ticks are gross.
You should not eat those.
No, I stick to the bigger things. Things with more protein.
That's how you get Lyme.
Yeah,
Lie.
Yeah, you don't want to eat
Try
anything
to-
that eats blood. It's a good way to get a disease.
Oh.
No ski.
Getting really real here. Really real.
Yeah, let's just get back on the road again instead of talking about this gross topic.
All right, you guys get back on the road.
Back on.
Kind of hitch the wagon back up and continue on your way. Like nothing ever happened.
To Valenvin, I imagine the horses just run about an inch off the ground. They lower them slowly over the course of 10
Oh,
minutes.
when did you teach them this trick? It's fantastic.
Just in case they people set spikes on the ground and it messes with their hoof.
Who would do that?
People wait in ambush, I guess. It's only good for 10 minutes.
Well, thank you for this temporary gift of flight to my horses. I am sure Svetka and Popoli appreciate it.
What are their names? I think this is the first time.
Svetka and Popoli.
Vetka and Popoli.
Those are Russian vodkas, aren't they?
Yes.
Yep.
Fantastic.
I was thinking about Svedka and Smirnoff, but I didn't want them both to be S's.
Yeah.
And also, they already did the Smirnoff thing in Stranger Things, so. Popoli.
Oh, F for Smirnoff.
Vodka is a garbage spirit.
They've been
Agreed.
named and thus they must die.
Vodka,
Oh no!
Vodka's for people that don't actually like alcohol.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't like alcohol and I don't like vodka.
I don't like anything.
I like you.
Oh.
That's adorable.
You okay there, Tough?
I'm good.
How'd you like the horse?
I did. Thanks for that.
Couldn't leave you trudging through that grass on your own.
Yeah, I thought I would never get. I thought I'd never get out of that grass.
I thought it wouldn't do nothing to you, considering I've seen you run through weird grass. Tough's weakness. The
Apparently,
thing you eat.
He just probably kept getting distracted and wanted a snack. I mean, if
Yeah,
I
I
walked
caught
through
him.
a candy grass, I'd eat it too.
Never take me to a cabbage patch. You will see some things.
Oh no.
Cabbage patch.
Oh boy.
What kind of cabbage?
Cabbage. The kind that grows in the ground?
Oh, there's so many different kinds.
I prefer red cabbage.
What about the
I'm not very picky though, as long as it's not the kind of cabbage that grows those horrible little children in them.
what?
Ugh. Have you
Oh,
not heard the
no.
legend
Yeah.
of
well,
Cabbage Patch Children?
Oh my
Oh.
god.
There is
Oh.
a page where those aren't real.
God
No,
damn
no,
it.
no, my babushka said. She would never lie to me. She said, Daru, you cannot go to the cabbage patch after midnight. The children come, they eat your blood.
They're called mandrakes, and we've already found them. They don't look anything like cabbage.
I don't think his babushka is a liar.
Don't.
Oh no,
don't-
these are different. These are children that hide in the cabbage. You cannot see them during the day.
See, I thought there were fairies that lived in the cabbage, and if you mess with the cabbage, they get mad and bite you.
Well, they might be fairies. They're very small and they're very angry and mean. And they hide at the end of the night. And they take any children left wandering the patches with them.
How do they
That
take
is how they
names?
grow their numbers.
Kids of the cabbage.
Children of the corn.
Children of the Patch.
Cabbage Patch kobolds?
No, they're not kobolds.
Okay.
Anyways, I rolled a 3 on a D100, so
Is that
Yeah.
good?
my luck
bad.
continues.
I don't know what that means, but I'm scared to find out.
So yeah, you guys continue pushing on for the next little bit, and eventually, you guys see a large fortified wooden wall.
Oh, it's wood? Okay, I got this. We're done.
With several kobolds and lizard folk all kind of standing guard.
So how do we want to handle this? Do we just go up and introduce ourselves? Say, hey, maybe we're on the same side. Can we speak with your people?
I like that idea.
All right,
It's definitely worked so far, you know.
let's do it.
Let's send the
What do we-
diplomatic half of the party.
Sarcasm, Cricket.
What? Why was it sarcasm?
Because
Oh.
they've been attacking us the whole way here. So,
Okay, well then we need to decide if we even like. We're either going to go in there peacefully, or we should not go in there at all because there's a whole city of them, and I don't think we can take on a whole
Yeah, that's
city.
what I that's what I asked earlier.
I mean-
Why are we going here?
What was the point of coming up here again? Someone remind me.
Well,
I mean, we were helping Iskar or something, I know.
well, yeah. Iskar thinks he might have family here, but also like this is a settlement. There are people. Like, not that lizard folk and kobolds aren't people, but there are other people here. You know, possibly.
Yeah, but this place is under their control currently.
Well, if that is the case, I mean, we either sneak in and attempt to liberate whatever Iskar family is available, which, you know, seems the best course of action.
Let me.
Or we put it to siege and then kill everyone not Iskar's family and then extract them.
What do you guys trust more, the stealthy half of the party or the diplomatic half of the party?
None of those are a thing.
I am both of those, so.
I'm also both
To
of
say.
those.
I don't think they'll kill me on sight.
So far, they have been fairly aggressive towards you as well.
Okay, so what we need to do is all turn into kobolds and then go inside.
Oh, this is such a
Yes,
good
this
idea.
is my dream. Yes.
Oh, I can do that.
Can you do that? Do you have seeming?
I think I have music to that.
If somebody has seeming, we can totally do that.
I can only get myself.
What? Sinning?
Seeming.
Oh. What's that?
It's a spell that lets us all look different. It's a really, really good illusion. With that said, I can't do it yet. I'm still practicing it.
Oh, good thing I have these koboldification beans.
Nope.
No more beans.
Well, Fiddlesticks.
We really don't have an option here. I mean, I don't. If we go in there trying to be nice and diplomatic and everything goes very poorly, we may as well have just stormed the front gates.
Yeah.
Why don't just like we send a couple of us? Like Iskar is probably a safe bet, and then I'm pretty good with kobolds.
Yeah, there are native kobolds here. They won't kill kobolds on sight.
And we'll just kind of test the waters real quick and see what it would look like for the rest of us, huh?
So, like, half of us can get killed at once.
I mean, I was thinking more like 2 of us. Or 3, maybe.
Have any of us ever been killed before?
Yes.
I can bamf 400 feet if anything bad happens. Like, if we just park right here, like, Cricket and Iskar go talk to the guards and see what it looks like inside the city walls, and then if it looks shitty, we just bamf right back and run.
Okay.
Let's do it real quick.
It's a scouting run. It's not a stealth mission or diplomacy mission. It's a scouting mission.
It's a scouting mission.
Do your thing.
Okay, just don't bring back a dragon this time. Well, I guess the dragon brought you back last time, but don't do that.
Of course, we'll go very quick, and we won't go inside. We're just, scouting.
Cole's making a point that if you're not back in 10 minutes, he's coming after you.
Totally fine. Meta, I refuse to split this party again because we can't keep doing that.
Man, the last time you had the scouting party, it was at the asylum, and that took for.
That, for the record, was not my doing. I never went into that building. I was there to scout and leave, and that was my plan. So, let's go do it.
Okay. In order to avoid splitting the party, though, we should all go as kobolds.
I don't think we have a way for all of us to be kobolds.
No.
Drake
we can send
in the dream. He'll make it happen.
Sending 2 people to talk to the town gate guards and then turning around and coming back to the rest of the group is not splitting the party.
Yeah.
Right.
It should be fine.
All right, let's go do that real quick.
I just shit on all my dreams. Okay, let's go.
I mean, eventually we're going to have seeming or some way to make this happen. We just don't have a way to make it happen.
If only you'd put off Iskar's stuff a little bit longer until you had seeming.
Yeah.
If only.
Simmons
So you can always go and come back
transfer.
later.
Come with us, Simmons.
Okay, but I'd probably be too tall.
Nah.
I
Could be a
forget how
lizard
tall
folk.
I am.
I mean, they're going to accept lizard folk here, too.
Will they accept Dragonborn?
Possibly.
I should probably stay back just in
I
case.
could be 4.5 foot tall. Is that kobold size or no?
That's
Just let the actual kobold and the person who is very familiar with kobold talk to these 2 people and then come back very quickly. We're very much overthinking.
Exactly. Let's just go do it. Come on, real quick. Let's go.
Okay, so
Okay.
Iskar and Cricket approach.
They're shot on
Down
sight.
the road. Kind of. And as you approach, you see a handful of lizard folk and a couple kobolds. Primarily lizard folk because it's still pretty early in the day. And they all have weapons. Several of them have crossbows. A couple have longbows, and almost all of them have some kind of a sidearm or like close combat thing, either a mace or sword or something similar. And many of them have large, kind of spiny, like turtle shell type shields on their backs.
Salutations, fellow. Hello.
Shadow skips.
We are a couple of kobolds looking to avoid guild entanglements due to lack of paperwork. And we heard this was a sanctuary for our kind.
It looks like no kobold I've seen.
That's because I'm under disguise, and I'll kind of lean over and ruffle my fur back up and reveal some of the scales under my shoulders.
Two that are kind of at the front gate, and then there's several kind of like on the upper wall. 2 at the front gate kind of lean forward and take a look, and then they pull back immediately, kind of wrinkling their face a little.
I know, it's
Concern.
unsavory. As he explained, we're guild dissenters. We're honestly hoping that maybe we could find work with some of you and help reclaim the land. We have a party of allies waiting safely. We wanted to make sure that we'd be granted safe passage in and out of the city. What
We
is
have nowhere else to go on account of not being people.
the guild doesn't really like our kind.
No, they did not. Tell us, what are your names? What clans do you hail from?
Sugar. Big B Broken Horn is me.
I'm Little B Bokenhorn.
You're from Brokenhorn. But you were working with guild previously?
How dare you? That's not even possible. They would never work with a kobold who has no papers.
But you were saying that you were dissenters, meaning that you had previously been employed?
No, we're just dissenters. We're not defectors. We're dissenters.
Yeah, you're just bad at English.
It's okay. It's okay. It's a. Sorry. My
didn't
common
mean
is a
that, Drake.
little.
My apologies. The nuances of the human tongue is lost on me.
Yeah, damn common speak.
Spit.
Could you just speak Draconic? I'm not there, but
Yeah, lizard folk speak Draconic.
Yeah, they're all speaking Draconic. I just
There you go.
Anyway, would our kind be welcome here, or could we safely take refuge? Even being a group of, not all of us are kobolds.
Pretty please.
let us wait here. We will speak with Krosk and Darbo.
Perfect.
I like this guy's accent.
Right? If there is a way to do it, like if I can look past them into the city, can I get just a vibe for like who's in the city? Is it all lizards and kobold folk? Are there humans? Are they in chains? Like, what's the status of the place?
Easier familiar.
He turns around and opens the door, or the gate, and as he kind of steps in, you guys do get a view. All lizard folk and kobolds.
Oh, that's not good.
Looks like we need those disguises after all.
Yeah, how are we we gotta get some disguises. Maybe we're doing this in the wrong order. Maybe we should go to the camp first, and they might have disguises, and then we can come back here.
Oh, well, they'll probably have disguises here, right? For infiltrating the humankind.
That could work. Well, wouldn't they just be human disguises?
Well, I meant like potions and scrolls
right.
of alter self or something.
Yeah, that'd be great. Oh man, that'd be excellent. Alternatively, maybe going up to that camp will just be such a good experience that I'll learn how to do it.
You know, you're standing right in front of guards, and
I thought they left to go talk to who's his face.
I was gonna say.
one of the guards left. There's like
Oh.
12 people here.
Okay, well, that's what message is for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Eventually,
I had a rough time traveling here. 10 minutes ago, I had a tick the size of an apple on my back.
It was gross. You should have smelled that thing. Also, the birds are so big here. I feel like I could just be plucked up at a moment.
this strange kobold fear is not.
As if there aren't birds big enough to pick up a lizard folk in D&D.
I was gonna say, you ever heard of a rock? I have.
Yes, you stick to tree line and it will not bother you.
Perhaps.
They mostly stay in the mountains.
Yes, our mountain home to the north, where we were forced because our true home here was taken from the guild. Or by the guild.
Our true home, not in the mountains at all, for some reason.
Right.
That's. Were you two struck on head as infant.
It's surface madness. We've been here for a long time.
Mine was actually much more recent. I was fine until like a couple days ago, but boy, that hurt. I can still feel it. It was an ambush, a guild ambush.
So quite a bit of time passes. Cole, so I'm gonna assume that you guys picked up the spyglass.
Yeah, that's worth 1,000 gold unless you change it.
Found that instead of my
so-
boot.
Sure. So, Cole, about 10 minutes go by, and with the spyglass, you guys are able to see that just Grick in his car still sitting by the gate, waiting on the guards. Eventually, the gate opens again, and a very large lizard folk, possibly, honestly, he doesn't even look that much like a lizard folk. He almost looks more like a dragonborn. He's got a more of like a draconic snout. He still has a bit of a lizard man like hunch to his back, and kind of the more digigrade reptilian legs, and has kind of a more of a hunch, but he has like clear draconic features along his face. Dark scales. Comes out. Full plate armor, big heavy shield. He's our
Okay.
newcomers. You wish to join?
We seek refuge for the night, at least, and possibly an
Kind of
audience
reaches
with.
down and grabs the scruff of your neck and pulls a little at your fur and kind of tugs at it.
Oh
This
yeah,
one is strange.
I
Tug a little harder, it'll come right out.
Oh
I like-
God, this car.
It's
It's
sharp
just a
tug and
disguise.
plucks a few hairs out. Hurts. And kind of like sniffs at it, tosses your fur to the ground. Uh,
Don't ask us what we did to get that bottle of gross cat smell.
I suppose you will come sleep in the prisons tonight. Send word to the darkness.
Oh boy, do we have a choice in that matter?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's.
Yes, I do wish to join.
Well, I mean, we don't want to be imprisoned.
Just for the night until we have confirmation from the darkness.
I don't know. The trust relationship between us is completely broken down because of this. I don't know if I can handle it.
I was gonna say, it sounds like Iskar. Do you want to take my hand?
Okay, sure.
Dimension door.
Okay. You poof, and as you do, he does kind of reach out and just grabs smoke as you vanish.
Okay, guys, we're not going to Valenvin today. Let's head up to that camp.
Well, what happened?
Well, the closest thing that they could offer to hospitality was a night in prison. I don't think they're going to take too well to us here. I think maybe we've made a mistake.
They said that nobody gets in without the direct approval of the darkness.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
Gosh, we're in a pickle. Like, ultimately, I think we want to be on their side, right? But, like, eventually we have to find an audience with these people, and I don't know where we can safely do it.
We were up here to get this guy's family out, yes?
Yeah.
That is our primary concern.
You're not gonna like it, but I am willing to go in. I will be passed by the darkness,
Yeah, I know you will. Do you think maybe you
and
could
I
go
can get
in?
back out.
This is crazy, and I would never suggest this normally, but maybe we let Iskar go in for the night and try to get approval for the rest of us. And if we can get approval directly from Darkness, then we're good.
Darkness in Vanel.
It sounded like he could at least communicate with them there. They said that they were going to like talk to him and get approval.
You guys don't necessarily have to get in, just me.
Right.
I'm the only one who needs to be in there, and I just need to find out what happened to everyone else.
Yeah, it sounds like this might be time for a very short Iskar adventure.
I'm okay with that, but if you're not back and safe, or at least sending out messages or whatever the hell you magic people do, in what, a day? 2 days? How long are we talking here?
Till dawn.
Tomorrow, by like noonish or so, yeah?
No, because the sun rises, you can't be invisible anymore. You have to be back by dawn.
I don't think
Thinking
he's...
about being invisible.
I was going to say, it sounds like he's just going right in. Like, he has a legit point. He's literally a part of this clan. He should get approved.
No, not that. Maybe not after disappearing at the front gate with a spy.
Yeah. Well, he can always sell that off as, like, me being a traitor.
I
don't
kidnapped him.
know. Exactly. We can figure something out.
All right. Well, the deal is, if I have to storm in there and then kill everyone in the town in order to rescue Iskar, I would much rather do that during the day.
For sure. And I'm sure that they'd much prefer that we didn't do it during the day. You know, because the sun might sensitive. Anyway, I'm okay with this plan if you guys are okay with this plan.
So we
Folks
camp.
started to spread out from the gate.
Oh, we should probably make a little distance. Yeah.
Oh.
So let's...
This way.
We'll get a little farther away. We keep a message up with Iskar or whatever you guys do. I don't keep up. And if he doesn't respond or he's not out by like midday tomorrow,
Yeah, then we come in.
we storm in and we kill everyone. That is what we do.
Yes, something like that. We will extract Iskar. All right, let's do it. So Iskar, if you can handle yourself, good luck. We will believe in you. I'll try to send to you a couple points tonight.
I can handle it.
I trust you. I believe in you.
I'm gonna tap you with a guidance before you take off.
Yeah, take some Bardic just so that the altercation over the next 10 minutes goes okay.
Have this heat rock.
I feel so inspired.
Oh, actually, I'm also going to give you this. You have this for an hour. Try to do your talking in the next hour. And I will make you better at talking.
Hey, you have it back.
I have it back.
And wait, hold on. Actually, just in case things don't go right and you need to make a quick exit yourself, I'm gonna slap you with a haste too.
Do we have any kind of like?
Isn't haste only a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got something. Something's cooking in the old oven. We need. How can we concoct a flare? We have like the stuff to do it. We've got some materials and some minerals here and there. We've got gunpowder from bullets.
I got firebolt.
Let me bring this to mind. The darkness won't appear until nighttime. After that,
Right.
Once it's nighttime, there's nothing in the world that can stop me from getting out of that town.
Right.
Okay, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Just if there's some kind of mundane way to send a signal to us, you should have it.
Good
Oh, here.
idea, though.
Here, take your pet, Tritonus. And I will hand you bony little Archaeopteryx.
Oh, I have Flock of Familiars.
That could work too, but this will let me be able to see whatever you see.
Oh,
Yeah.
good idea.
100 feet.
Right, yeah, that's a good point. Tritonus, stick with him. If he tells you to return to me, then return to me, okay? So it's just a message.
That's what Tritonus sounds like.
You know in Jurassic Park when, I think it's the third one, where Alan blows through the raptor voice box? I think that's what Tritonus sounds
so
like.
fucking. It was good, but it was really stupid.
It was. But no, legit, Tritonus can repeat voices very, very well. So if you ever need to send a message, just talk to Tritonus and then tell him to poof back out or fly back out to me, and then he'll repeat the message.
Okay, but legit, do we have a mundane way to immediately send a signal? Like,
Yeah, for that, I think the best option I have access to is Flock of Familiars. I can
Okay.
send 3 boots out in different directions. One of them will reach you.
Perfect. And we're just going to
Came out
follow.
Monday.
okay, but that's neither immediate nor mundane.
Well,
But
it's
if,
just
if
the best
that's
option
what you
I
want to
have.
go with, you got your musket, right?
Yes.
Fire
Shoot
twice.
in the air.
Yeah, just shoot that in the air, and that, like, if we hear a musket go off, then that's your backup signal. Obviously, you have other signals, but I mean,
Yeah, real talk. Have we been like? Would it be abnormal to hear a musket go off? We're on
Yeah.
a war line.
yeah. Have we been hearing this shit go off? Because otherwise, Cole's just gonna try to rig together like.
You guys are in enemy territory. There have been scraps going on periodically. Like there were the couple of ambushes, but as far as you can tell, these guys are primarily armed with crossbows and longbows. As far as like ranged weaponry, you haven't seen any of them with guns.
Okay, perfect. That'll do.
Then that's easy.
You
Well,
also get the impression that a lot of their tactics are they're guerrilla tactics. Loud guns are not a part of their repertoire as
Yeah.
much.
I would still love to create a fireworks bullet or a bomb or something.
I'm into that on a principle level.
If we don't have the tools and ability to do it like right now, Nox is an alchemist. I'm sure when we get back, he could help us with that.
Fuck, we don't. I'm proficient in smithing tools, and we have all the stuff here to do it.
Yeah, if you have some tools, you could. Yeah, does anybody here have alchemy proficiency?
Nope.
Trapsmithing.
I mean, we've got bullets, right? Like, we can sacrifice some bullets for that.
Yeah, I mean, you have the materials. It's more about creating a compound that will create a
That's fair.
flare-like effect. Because like Cole will be able to put together a bullet that could
The mechanism.
for it. It's just a matter of getting like the proper chemical compound to actually like
Right.
burn and not just like explode.
Right. Oh, well, I mean, explode would also be okay.
I mean, at that point, you could just use a regular bullet.
All right. Well, it sounds
what
like
about Thack? What's he got? Like, I know I seem like I'm pushing this, but like, I'm being careful here.
Yeah, do any of your spells have like phosphorus as a material component?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Almost certain.
Fireball definitely has guano, which has a lot of
Yeah.
sulfur.
I mean, we have gunpowder already,
Yeah.
so
With that said, I don't know if that'll create a flare, like a bright. That just creates an explosion that burns.
black powder just pushes up. It only explodes when it's compact.
Yeah.
So that could be exactly what you need. What we can do is try and make a case with a loose packing of powder in it. Outside the bullet. This might ignite in contact with air or something.
Okay, I guess it's up to Dre. Like, between me being able to smith stuff somewhat,
It's
and
more, does anybody have alchemy proficiency or anything similar?
yeah,
Tinker's tools. Don't think I got anything else about that. I could cook.
I'll say you can give me a Tinker's Tools check with disadvantage.
Sure.
Oh,
I have brewery tools.
Guys,
I can do that.
Iskar has those fancy glowing torches that have the strangely luminescent shit on them.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if that's the case, I can just make a musket ball filled with that shit,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can grind that into a pouch, and we can put that into a little slug or whatever.
Great idea. I'll give you some
Great.
of my blue torches.
Then, Cole, you can give me a smithing check.
Okay. Can I
do it.
get Dex help with this?
Have some help.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
Have some help
Alright.
from here too.
rub
Have
your
some guidance.
bonuses onto my body.
Have our bonuses. Take my
Have a
bonus.
guidance.
and a hail.
Eh. Ooh.
Ooh. And 1d8 and 1d4.
So it's only a 28. Fortunately,
I don't know if that'll.
I don't know if that's gonna cut it for
Yeah.
a simple flare.
Yeah. All we're making is like one bullet out of this thing, so it's definitely not efficient.
well, you get 5.
Nice.
Okay. Making 5 flare bullets.
That's good. Those will come in handy for later too.
Oh, we did it. Okay.
See?
I imagine we also probably killed like an hour to get the guards to cool down some.
Cole's gonna high five
guys-
that. We did a
You
good
guys
job.
would know that they did not. They seemed to do a sweep of the area of the surrounding area, but they didn't venture too far, either wary of a trap or just kind of like out of uncertainty of
Yeah.
who the fuck you were and what's kind of going on.
Yep. Nope. That's good. That's smart. Means they can't be lured away from their post.
All right, here's the plan. We're gonna wait an hour, and then I'm gonna march back up to the front gate
All right. Perfect.
with my
With that
flare
knowledge,
bullets.
I will delay the bardic on you until you actually go do it.
And the eagle splendor and yada yada.
Yeah. All that stuff.
Guidance.
All right. Good luck, Iskar. We believe in you.
And I say I've discussed it with my bodyguard, and I have decided to submit myself to the judgment of the darkness.
All right. As you approach,
How far out are we? How far out? I mean, we decided to give it like quite a bit of space. Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
like you guys would have gone back probably close to a mile at least.
Yeah.
Done your crafting and then kind of approached again carefully.
Good luck.
So Iskar, you take 14 points of piercing damage as 4 crossbow bolts are fired at you as you approach.
I'm gonna shout back in Yip Yak, ceasefire, you brilliant, great, good aiming, fine people. Hold my hands up, don't shoot.
They shout back, "Step no further, strange one."
All right, I step no further, hands on my hips.
Couple lizard folk kind of very gingerly approach, very wary, keeping an eye out for Cricket, who they don't see at this distance. Like one of them comes up and, like he's disarming a bomb, starts kind of like patting you down, looking for like any hidden weapons or anything like that.
Just the ones I'm carrying, nothing hidden.
Brazenly displaying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is this a lizard folk or a kobold?
Lizard folk.
All right.
There's 3 of them. 2 are keeping watch, and 1 is kind of like checking you out.
What's the meaning of this?
What does the meaning of this? You approach us, ask to join, and then suddenly disappear in poof of smoke, and then you come back,
Right.
brazenly without your other companion, who I can only imagine is lurking in the shadows.
I ordered him to stay. That's my bodyguard. I'm a dragon rot kobold, and I breathe a little bit of like ice into the air. And he is my, or I am his charge. He does everything to protect me, but he was a little foolhardy. I'm sorry.
Make a deception check,
Woo!
with advantage.
What?
You got the D8.
Oh no. Yep.
Oh,
16.
oh, thank God.
Nice.
Very well. I apologize. The
So because of his foolishness and his overprotectiveness, I made him stay in the woods. He'll stay there until I call him. But
Understood.
yes, I have thought of it, and I have decided the darkness will judge me for the true, for my soul, and he will see the truth.
Very well, young dragon rot. Come with us. Stay your weapons. Will be accepted here.
Hooray!
The other two kind of still pretty cautiously and wary, kind of step back, lead you into the camp. As you get past the gates, there's a couple of kind of benches and things set up kind of near there that clearly were a part of the town. You would recall that when you first came to this town, they had a wall, but it was not nearly this fortified or guarded. The kobolds and lizard folk here have definitely been doing some upgrades to the defensive structures here. But they kind of sit you down. A young kobold comes up, kind of squinting in the daylight, pulls the bolts out of your body and tends to your wounds a little.
Oh, thanks, man.
So you get 9 points back as he heals you and bandages some of the wounds.
Yes, I know. I am very impressive to have survived so many direct shots.
You are quite scrappy. I will say that.
I'm not gonna roleplay too much, only because I'm conscious that I'm the only one in the scene. So I'm just gonna kind of
For
play
sure.
a little bit. Take me to your prison.
All right. They take you into the town, and they take you into a kind of a cavern area that has been set up, and it is riddled with traps. As you step into it, they kind of avoid several pressure plates and tripwires, and lead you into a area that's been slightly more like constructed. They have an actual proper floor that's been put in and other things.
When
Lead you
I
down
see
a
all
set
the
of
traps,
staircase.
I just touch my chest and say, "My people."
It's definitely their work. They lead you down a set of staircases to an area where there appears to be like kind of like I think a lounge is the best way to put it. There's a couple of tables and some chairs set up, and then staircase winds back down and around, and eventually leads down into a prison or several cell blocks with kind of crudely crafted iron doors that have been kind of placed up, and yeah, they bring you over to a cell and put you inside.
All right, I'm just gonna hang
They,
out till later.
yeah, they do request your weapons.
Oh boy. Okay.
We appreciate your compliance. These will be returned to you post haste.
No problem.
And they take them and kind of leave you alone for a while. A couple of hours go by, and then a pair of kobolds, one of whom has a set of wings and the other does not, both with the gray scale that you're familiar with, and each with a pair of kind of twisted horns. Both come down. Both of them have bandages over their eyes, but seem to navigate just fine.
Well, what happened to those guys? Who injured you? Was it the guild?
They both kind of give a silent nod, and you notice that between them, they're carrying what appears to be a very large, kind of vacuous orb. It's this like jet black kind of texture color, the bit of a smoky texture to it. And they just kind of hold it up at your cell, and as they do, the light kind of shifts off of it, and you get this smoky shifting inside of it. Shifts and swirls for a few moments before kind of collecting and coalescing into this bright red and yellow eye that flares open and looks at you. It's very like Eye of Sauron, kind of.
Hello.
It stares at you deeply. This just long, dead stare.
We meet again. All right, the theory that you were a Thordak is probably bust now.
Tell me, little whelp, why do you return after abandoning your clan?
I literally came here to make things right. And
Turned
didn't.
your back and betrayed us.
So did you. You're working for the Broken Horns now. What happened? Betraying our clan. Excuse me.
They work for me, not the other way around. Not like you.
Well, I still have to make things right. I didn't, I made mistakes in the past. I'm here to I've gone through a lot of shit to undo that. Everything short of turning back time, and I would if I could.
Then tell me, Oathbreaker, how can I trust you? How do I know that you're not corrupted by the guild's influence?
Look into my soul, and you will see it's true.
How do I know that you don't have guild spies laying in ambush?
Because everyone I know and love is against the guild, and that's the truth.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. But it is true. Make him do an insight.
Ooh.
Boom. But yeah, everything Isgar's saying is true to Isgar's knowledge. We are here to right some of the mistakes of the past and try to undo some of the harm that was caused. He also feels a little bit betrayed by his own clan. Like, he didn't want to leave it.
Bring your new clan to me. I shall have you prove your worth to me.
And her followers won't let them in town.
They will, by my order.
Sweet. I will bring them then.
Very well. Come to me, little whelp. The sands between the mountains.
That's a new one. I haven't heard that one before. But if he wants me to approach the weird orb thing, I totally will, for sure. I'm gonna touch it.
You're still in the cell,
Oh.
And they're kind of standing outside of it.
I just kind of reach at it and like make grabby hand at it.
All right. The two kobolds holding it don't even seem to notice that you're approaching it.
Yeah, they're blind. I don't care.
The eye kind of blinks a little and pulls away in the orb. Stop that.
You said approach. Is it smooth or is it hot or?
No. I meant physically come to the sands between the mountains where the broken horn lay.
Oh. They're gonna kill me.
Quite possibly. Should I not tell them not to?
Yo, no, you can. Yeah, definitely tell them that for sure. All right, I'm coming.
Very well.
Where is it? Do you have a map?
You'll find your way. If you really want to prove yourself. I'm sure you recall the place where you first betrayed us.
Oh, there. Yes. Okay, I know how to get there for sure.
Don't take too long. With that, the eye kind of vanishes in this swirling smoke. The orb goes black again. The two kobolds kind of, the one with the wings kind of reaches down, opens up the jail door, and lets you out. And they kind of lead you back up. You're able to retrieve your stuff from a chest, and brought back to the surface and kind of sent on your way several hours later.
Cool. If it's dark by then, I'm just gonna buy bitch right out of there.
All right.
And then when I get back to camp, I'm gonna shoot the flare just outside of camp because I want to see what it looks like.
All right. Yeah, you fire it and it leaves this long red trail that kind of bursts in the sky.
Ooh.
Yeah, we start going that way
you did it, look
immediately.
up the
Okay.
I'm just outside of where you guys are. We're
Kobolds
very-
guys are
all
able to,
immediately think
We immediately
summoning an
find it.
army.
Oh, you're here.
What's wrong?
Oh, no,
Thought
I
it
just,
was that close.
I just wanted to see how cool it looked. It looked really cool, Cole.
Oh man, did really good.
That was actually pretty cool.
See,
Yeah,
don't
man.
need magic for everything.
I
I'm
kind of
into it.
missed it.
Oh, do we have another one?
Another one. We have the same.
Can I do the
Come
other
on.
one?
Let's do it.
Yeah, we got four
Cool.
more.
This is like clapping like an Animal Crossing village.
Let's do another one.
This cricket make its own sound effect.
Yeah.
So what's the plan now?
Yeah, what'd you find out?
Nothing good. I'm gonna give everybody like a kind of a play-by-play for what happened and all that stuff. I'm not gonna hide anything. And he wants us to go tonight. Sort of tell them where the Broken Horn place is, which I don't know where it is on the map, but Eskar does.
So, okay. Well, we got our audience. I guess that's good, right?
Yep. But I didn't manage to like get to scout around town and look for Mubabe, so that's an issue.
Yeah. Do we want to try to do that while we're here or come back after we've kind of settled? Like, if we can just get a free pass, if we can get in good with these people, that would make it a lot easier to look for.
Yeah, and then we wouldn't even have to go to the mountain.
Wait, why don't you want to go to the mountain?
Because there's a crazy sorcerer there who disintegrates people.
Oh, you're not wrong. That is kind of terrifying. Well, isn't this an opportunity to get on their side? It sounded like we had an audience with them. I mean, I get it. I guess that wouldn't sound terribly appealing.
Oh yeah, and Thordak is in the darkness in the mountain. Than everybody else.
That's good to know.
And I forgot to ask about the shadow thing.
The shadow thing.
Or the shadow swan or whatever it is. The shadow heart. That's the one.
Right.
Yeah, I just that slipped my mind completely. I forgot about it.
Yeah, we can do that once we get on this good side.
You think the gem was Shadow Heart?
Could be.
So if we look at a map, Drake, how far away are we looking?
Looks like 7 hexes.
Oh, did they get pointed out?
It did. It's basically this top right dot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he said the sand between the mountains. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
7 hexes, so that's about, with Iskar leaving, that's about 3.5, 4 days.
Easy peasy.
Let's do it.
I got caught sand between the mountains once. Just a thing. Back in my day, Cole's just like muttering something. I'm sorry.
Toes is trying to tell a story. No one can understand.
The little communication board out, and it's just like, he'll get it letter by letter.
Iskar, you would know of a few tunnels through the mountains that would cut that journey down a little bit, but it would require you guys to go through tunnels and caves.
Great idea. I love that idea. We used to run raids over to this part of the mountain all the time. We had all kinds of secret tunnels and pathways to get there.
Ooh, shortcuts. I'm into it. That is if we think we can get Daru and Dak through them. Tough.
Nope.
Ah, well, that's a shame. Above ground it is. Let's hit the road, though. We're on the timeline.
We do have a burrower, though, to be fair. Oh, we can't go through rock, though. At some point along the travel, I think I'll bring it up. When I was last in that cave, we ran into a crazy sorcerer belonging to the Broken Horn tribe by the name of Dea. And that kobold is absolutely nuts, vaporizing enemy kobolds left and right with the blink of an eye, with less than a thought. Anything he pointed his finger out or at would just like be erased and no longer exist. So watch out for that guy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know. I mean, I think our answer to that is to try to not piss him off, and if we do, then run, right?
I feel like maybe letting you guys know that would be
No,
That sounds important.
that's good knowledge. I'm glad you told us. What does he look like? Just so, here, let me work with me and let's make a picture so everybody knows what he looks like.
Ooh, I'll describe him, but I'll leave that up to Drake as well.
Why don't you just make an illusion of him?
Well,
You have
that's-
illusion.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing the police sketch thing.
No, I mean he has the power to make an
I will-
illusion of.
I do have minor illusion.
Oh, perfect. Then he can do it.
Yeah, so I'll just make a little illusion of what he looks like. To the best of my memory, it's been like a decade.
Also, bear in mind that his colors might be vibrant or slightly different than what you see here. I say to everyone else.
Oh yeah, my version's gonna
Right.
be real red. We don't know if Dea is male or female either.
So Dea was a dark kind of kobold with both eyes didn't have irises or pupils; they were just solid yellow. And they had several like spiny horns that came off of their nose. And the last time you saw them, they were wearing a kind of not really kind of like a tiara type crown, but it had 3 very large gemstones set into it.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah. The bane of our tribe.
Interesting. Alright, we'll keep an eye out for him. Play it safe. Be cautious.
Yeah. Several magnitudes more powerful than we ever expected him to be. Even knowing about the legends.
Spell that erases people. It can't be used that many times in a row, can it?
Hopefully
It was
not.
used enough to wipe us out. I don't know how many times that was,
I
but
would prefer that it doesn't get used even once.
Right.
Yeah.
Same.
Maybe once. No more than once. Never mind, I didn't say anything.
It's a dirty spell. I prefer that it wasn't used at all.
that was the spell that killed Hamar.
That's
Who's
a coincidence.
Hamar?
What a weird coincidence.
My best friend.
Sorry about your best friend.
What do you mean coincidence?
It was just the same spell that killed me.
Oh.
Oh, dirty. Stop that trait. It's okay to make spells that specifically target undead, but when we make spells that specifically target kobolds, we're crossing a line.
But there's so many kobold, dude, like equal undead.
Can we make, like, disintegrate disposables, and it works on, like, goblins and kobolds, and...
It only works on anything without like a name.
yeah.
Disintegrate unnamed creature.
Mook. Disintegrate Mook.
Disintegrate
was that a
lesser
minion?
creatures.
Shadowrun has a series of spells similar to that. You target only one race with it, and it's called one less race.
Yeah.
Like one less elf, or one less...
It's not great.
Cool.
It is a great spell.
Pretty dark.
I like it.
And on that cheery note, might be a good place for us to pick up next week because
Yeah.
I was kind of expecting you guys to go in there guns blazing.
I'm glad
So-
we didn't, because we probably would have died.
I am too. That could have been real gross. I did kind of wanted to fight that guy in the big heavy armor, though. He sounded like a badass.
Yeah, didn't he? He sounded really cool. I liked his voice. I don't know why.
Same.
You have the hots for it, don't you?
Dea has a really weird spelling. I'm going to type it.
That was the one that sounded like Daru, right?
Ooh.
Disintegrate clothes.
Yeah, the one that sounded like Daru was just kind of one of the guards.
Oh.
I don't know why I made them rush it. It was just the first voice that came out of my mouth.
I liked them, and now I'm headcanoning that they're like a long descendant tribe of like Rasaviri blood. They're my great grandchildren. Or nephews, maybe, I guess. I don't know.
Never bread.
They didn't have manes and ears, did they?
Definitely not.
Okay.
Alright. Discord is still being screwy. We, like, didn't have our talking heads for the entire second half of that thing, but
That's awful.
hopefully it'll be fixed
Oh.
for next week. Either way, that was a good session. That was a fun fight.
It's fun.
We did some badass shit during that fight.
Hell yeah. Guys, we might be...
You got a few days
we might
of
be
downtime.
fledgling heroes here.
Yeah, I ran a lot.
We're starting to look like... Well, that's true.
Hit in the grass a lot.
A couple
Iskar,
people.
Iskar
Allegedly.
did a lot of cool shit on the very first turn, at least. He basically took out all those flying kobolds.
What? What?
Cole took out a lot of those too.
What?
Okay, it was a team effort.
What?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Damn.
The important thing.
Can't get no goddamn recognition.
Also, that was
You know,
a fun Jackbox.
It really was.
It was good. Ooh, if I hadn't dropped that gun, would have it exploded on me?
Yeah.
That would have been not fun.
Fucking doing cool stunts and shit in the air. Fucking, oh, this car killed like all of them.
I just took